and welcome to Natural Havoc. Today, we find ourselves missing 2 party members. But, without further ado, let the show continue, as Lad will be joining us a little bit later. But welcome, hello to Natural Havoc. We are a group of Twitch streamers that cast Fireball. And we play Dungeons & Dragons, and we play the 5th edition system, and we had homebrew rules thrown in. We are all veterans to, that's the hair up my nose, to D&D, and I'm wearing a fake beard, if you couldn't tell. The hair's real, I swear. So, let us go around the room and tell you who will be joining us today and what they will be playing. So, Shion?
Hello, darlings. I'm Shion of House Loraniel, and I will be playing Arcturus, the the big blue Verdauken Warlock. It's gonna be amazing.
Very well, yes, I see. Big, blue, and handsome to boot. And next we have the Eagle Outlaw. However, unfortunately, he is unable to make it this evening, but he normally plays the Loxodon, known as Andros.
You mean me, the Eagle Outlaw, playing as Andros the Loxodon? Yeah, and also, I just want everyone to know, I need you guys to social the follows. I need you guys to check out the YouTubes who are sponsoring us tonight. I need you guys to check out our Twitter. I need you guys to check out all of our socials, our Instagram. Make sure you join the Discord, and just... it's going to be an amazing night. Andros is going to have everything under control.
Well, Andros, the Eagle Outlaw, that was the best performance I've seen yet. And below the Eagle Outlaw, we have Smitty Jane. Tell us who you are.
Hello, my name is Maeve, but I am Smitty Jane on Twitch. I play a half-elf druid barbarian. I can't count. I am nervous. Yes, go social the follows. Thank you, Andros, for that announcement. I think that was amazing. You did great. Yeah, in case you can't tell, I will say this once. These are butterflies, not dragons. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Back to you, Mr. Wizard.
Imagine if they were sea serpents.
They are sea serpents!
Oh,
Bees.
my lips look so ridiculous with this one. Luna! And to the other side of the room, we have a very handsomely dressed man. Rez, tell us who you're playing today.
Hello, my name is Rez, or Rezray. I'm going to be playing Grint, the Goblin Fighter. And I have come dressed as... your masquerade guest, get it? Guest, it's green, like Grint the Goblin. Big brain stuff going on here. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And it looks very suave. But I must have summoned a demon of some sorts. Zeb, tell us who you're playing today.
I will be playing Erhard Weiderstaff, this wild magic sorcerer. Yeah, and right now I'm Hidan from the Naruto series.
And I have to say, you look badass, dude. It looks so cool. That's a lot of effort to go to for, you know, to play D&D. Well, I appreciate it. It looks awesome.
Well, it's all courtesy to my wife once again.
Well, she did a great job, and you're pulling it off amazingly. But above Zeb, we normally have Lan. Lan will be a little bit late. She'll be about half an hour or so late. But when she comes on in, I'm sure she will have an amazing outfit to boot ready for us as well. I've heard it could be a tradition on Natural Havoc, so we'll see. We'll see if it is. I really hope it is, because it's just so funny. Such a great meme. And finally, oh, she plays Shion, the resident Diva Warlock. That's the one. Thank you. God, these hairs going up my nose is ridiculous. But I am your local dungeon master. And as all dungeon masters should be, in robes with a big heavy tome, which definitely isn't a Final Fantasy XII guidebook, ready to cast Fireball upon the party and completely destroy every single one of them in a TPK this evening. Wait, what? Hello? But yes, I play the trees, the grass, the rats, the cats, the dogs, the docks, I play everything. I'm the narrator, I'm the NPCs, and yeah, I play these guys when they're not here, so I'll be playing Andros today as well. If he dies, it's my fault. Without further ado, I don't think there are any more announcements to be had. No? Well, that's what I like to see. Okay, we are going to go with the recap. I can't hear a thing. There we go, that's better. Oh. Sorry, this beard is horrendous. Maybe I should grow one next time. Right, okay. So, our session began last week with the party sitting in the Black Giraffe, drinking from a keg with the Anchor, Koilash, and their newfound crewmate, Samuel. All but Andros, who decided to not go to the tavern, but instead decided to wait for the rest of the group back at the chambers within the royal palace. After a chugging contest between the Anchor and Grint, which ended in a draw, Maeve informed the group about what had happened in the other tavern, telling them a chunk of the crew had lost morale and abandoned the quest to slay the serpent. In an attempt to come up with a new plan to repair the damage, Grint suggested to look for a few new recruits. But now, without telling them exactly when they will sail out. The Anchor, also growing a little bit more and more restless, was easily persuaded to wait by Erhard, who pulled out 20 gold for a new round of drinks. Grint also instructed him to keep an eye out for new sailors when visiting the other taverns. In the meantime, the party decided to do some more research on the corrupted pieces of tuna. Maeve found out that the puncture wounds were coming from an aquatic life form. She also found out that the black veins inside the tuna were to be more root-like or vine-like, instead of a worm or a blood vessel. Whilst the party is doing some more research and discussing the possible origin of the corruption, Grint suggested to take this conversation somewhere a little more private. The party agreed to retreat back to their chambers, after which Maeve received a message from Eliash, and she couldn't come and help in person, but she was able to send supplies to the party to aid them. Meanwhile, Andros was sick of all the talking and wanted to see some action, so he and Grint went to bash some skulls in and left for the taverns. They stumbled upon a man with a bounty on his head, and they took him out, satisfying their bloodlust and even earning themselves a small little profit in return. After that, Grint tore off a patch from his cloak, and 2 giant mastiffs suddenly appeared beside him. He sent one of them away with a message that he had written, and the other was a gift for Andros, who was very happy with his new canine companion. As they arrived home, they found most of the party in their room, already preparing for the big day afterwards. And after some small talk, everyone went to bed. Shion slept with the orb that evening, and upon accepting Malakesh's request of slaying a dragon, she acquired means of contacting her father, which she immediately did. She learned that her father was in dire straits, making her a little bit more impatient to deal with the problem at hand, just so that she can go home. The next morning, the party went to the tavern again to assemble their crew for the ship, but after Andros' disastrous talk 2 nights earlier, the crew wasn't too eager, and only a handful of people came along, even after Erhard and Shion tried to rally them again. Despite all this, the party did eventually manage to set sail to fight the beast, and after Andros and Grint dealt with a stowaway, the party now face the open water and the terror that lies within. So, as we left off last session, you were all aboard the ship, the Iron Griffin, as it is known. You guys have a few hours. I will say 2 hours have passed. You got about 6 hours. What do you guys wish to do?
Guys, could I have everyone's attention, please?
Aye.
I would like everybody to gather around so we can perform some rituals so all of you can breathe underwater for the whole day.
Wait,
Oh.
crew,
all
the
of
crew
us?
start to gather around as well.
Some of you know we did this yesterday morning, I believe.
Are you gonna,
And Maeve will,
Maeve, are you gonna perform the ritual for like an entire ship?
yeah, it'll take me half an hour probably. How many people is here in total?
Lots?
You have. Let me pull up my notes. You had acquired a couple of extra hands just as you were leaving. So, where is it? This one.
From memory, the total crew's 19.
Yes. I believe. Didn't you grab 2 extra people just as you were leaving the dock? So I
Yeah.
think you're at 21.
Okay,
what I
so it'll take me about 30 minutes. But all of us, including Stormcrest, will be able to breathe underwater, I believe. So, and Maeve will sit down and, do the little thing with her legs, cross them over, and bubbles will start appearing from the ocean as they come up and rise and go over each person's head. And they're see-through, you can see through them, but if you take a good look, there is a big bubble around your head and you can breathe. You're fine, you can talk, it's a little bit muffled. And you can breathe underwater now for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, and the crew, are you doing it on the crew first or yourselves first?
I would do it on ourselves first, because I know our party wouldn't be scared of magic.
Yeah, so you use it on the party as a demonstration for what's about to happen.
Yes, yeah.
You definitely get the sense that a few people are a little skeptical. You see like a few heads they're like, oh, she's gonna cast magic upon us. Are we sure it's safe? And then there's like, well, I don't know if I agree with this, but if it's gonna help us breathe under the water. And then just like there's like murmurs just going around. But as you cast it, and the orbs, the globules of bubbles appear, and one forms across Erhard's face, Grintz, Ondros, Fion, Arcturus, yourself, even Samuel? I'll say yeah, Samuel as well, and a few other people that are part of your party. You see these bubbles form around them, and then there appears to be some sort of like queuing system. Some of the crew are going off to continue their work, but others stay to receive this spell. And is that what you're going to be doing over like the next 30 minutes? Just casting it on different waves of people. Perfect. Yeah. So 30 minutes later, before 30 minutes later, while Maeve is casting this spell, is there anything anyone else wish to do?
So, Erhard, what do you make of this ship? Would it be rolling an attack from a sea serpent? Those ballistas, though, they do look dangerously.
I need to adjust my volume. I'm sorry. I can. Okay, come again. Sorry.
How do you think the ship is?
It looks sturdy enough. I've never ridden a ship over a long period of time, so I don't know. But it seems like it will do the job. It's big.
I sincerely hope so.
Didn't Ondros say he has experience with ships?
He does, but I don't see him anywhere. He might be down.
Where did he go?
Yeah, he might be downstairs. Is that how you call it? Downstairs on the ship?
Below deck.
Below deck. That is true.
So do you feel ready?
Would we ever be ready? Like, this is like we end one boss and then the other boss comes at us. So, can we be ready?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we did as much preparing as we could. So now we just face it.
Let's just hope we make it out alive in one piece.
I hope so too. I do have a couple more healing potions. I don't know if we should share them around. I have like 3 of those greater ones. I think we got back from the council in Arkenvale. I'm not sure if it would be the best if they all with me.
Well, I think we just have to check with Maeve and Andros and Shion how they have any healing potions.
Yeah. We'll convene as we get closer, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, Erhard. I think we're gonna need it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna send Olaf into the sea and just circle around the ship, I guess. Does he swim fast enough? I guess. DM
The
question.
octopus?
Yes.
Oh hell no.
He wouldn't keep up. Okay.
Nope. He's like, bloop, bloop. And this thing's like, he's just going.
Okay, I guess he will stay with me.
Yeah, and as you do keep him with you, you start to hear in the distance the rumblings of like a nearby storm, and then you just slowly start to feel the pitter-pattering of rain start as you breach out of the docks. As this rain slowly starts to build and build and build. And yeah, as you're stood there, Grint, is there anything you wanted to do? I believe you were in the crow's nest with Oscar last time we left off.
I was. Sorry, I was. But we came down to get the water on our the
Yes.
bubbles. So I guess I'll. Grint will go and speak to Kailash and the anchor.
Okay, yeah.
Feeling confident.
Yes! You strong, me strong. We kill Sea Serpent today.
I think we've got this. I'm just. Have you got all your affairs in order back home?
What do you mean? Not have affair. Not married, can't have affair.
Grint just slaps him on the arm.
He just looks at you like, strange man. And then like Kailash like turns and is like, as much as one could hope, with as little information as I have.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
As do I, Grint.
Any battle cries that anyone will be using today?
Oh, yes! I throw self at Sea Serpent and yell, make you drop like anchor! Yes!
It's a good battle cry.
Yes, you know, like anchor drop, bottom ocean.
Oh, I'm
Hit.
following.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, no. I've got you.
You?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I have a simple one. I am Grintlewood Pocket Torn, and today you fall.
Oh, good, yes. Why you tell him your pocket's torn?
It's my name.
Oh, right.
It's my full name.
Oh, Grintlewood.
Yes, I just don't
Oh,
tell people.
mine is the anchor. Yes.
So that's not a nickname. That's your
Oh, no, that's name I choose now.
right.
Old
right,
name
right.
boring. New name strikes fear.
What was the old name?
None of your business.
That's all one word or
He like looks at you again, just very confused. And then Kailash just puts a hand on his shoulder and is like, it's fine.
Oscar, have you got a battle cry today?
Well, no.
You should use the next few hours to think one up.
Okay.
They're useful.
It needs to be short, right?
Well, short-ish. One,
Okay.
2 sentences is usually good. It's mostly in the delivery.
Okay.
It builds courage and strength within you.
Grint,
Yes.
what do you want me to do while I'm on this boat?
Fight.
Okay. He like gulps, and you see him like visibly gulp in front of you. It's kind
I'll
of yeah.
Put my arm.
you
I'll put my arm on his shoulder like this.
yeah.
You came on this ship because you were ready. You're brave. You didn't stow away because you were frightened. You
Yeah.
want to be here.
Oh
You
yeah.
can do this.
Yeah.
Fear will only get you killed.
You're right. My brother wouldn't be
clearly.
fearful. My brother would be brave.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And you are braver than your brother.
He like looks at you and smiles.
Because who's on this boat right now?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I came on the boat. I took my brother's sword. Yeah, I'm brave.
Stupid, but brave.
Stupid, but brave. And he just stands there. And he's like, you see like a spark, like a glint in his eye as you say that. And he's like, yeah. Yeah. And as this is going on, Maeve, I'll say, your time of your 30 minutes of casting is up as everyone is running around the ship. All of the crew now have bubbles over their heads, which lasts for 24 hours, I believe. And at this point, I will say, yeah, you've got about 5.5 hours before you go out. As the rain pitter-patters down onto the ship, you can see various crew running around adjusting sails, getting themselves ready for the day. When Grint, you would be one of the first to spot it, as you spot a speck of 3 avian-like creatures in the distance. And as you look towards them, you see the golden yellow tabard of the Larunian Knights upon their body, and the 3 smaller rock variants of this region begin flying in your direction, mounted with 3 Larunian Knights. As yeah, you spot this in the distance.
Grint spits on the floor and says, "They're here!"
Yeah, and like everyone starts looking up, and you just hear the whispers of like, they only said 3? Oh, 3's enough. We could do this. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we definitely can do it. And like, there's just like different crew just like murmuring to themselves. And yeah, the Larunian Knights, after about another 30 minutes, eventually fly alongside your vessel. 1 to your left, 2 to your right, 1 at the front, and 1 at the back. And you have the 3 just flying alongside you all as the rain begins to get heavier and heavier. A couple of hours into your travel, and the anchor steps down from his helm, and he says, Iron Vortex. I know I captain. I take care of crew, but what is it you strive for us to do in particular? Are we to concentrate on sailing? Do you wish for us to all-out attack? Or is there something else you wish for us to do?
Perhaps having the boat still is not the smartest move
Correct.
when we are under attack.
You can concentrate on the sailing. We have
Maneuvering.
this.
Yeah.
Very well. What I will say, although Captain, you need anyone to do anything, shout at them. I will repeat your orders to make sure it's done. For example,
Is it?
we have 2 ballista. Big ballista on sides. I will have Koilash man 1, good with shooting. The other, we just have crew. If you have anyone that you wish to use it, let me know.
Are you better at sailing or fighting?
Silly question. Both.
Great answer. Okay. Is there anyone else that can sail the ship?
Yes, old man, Gordon. He says he sailed the boat before. He could be on helm.
Maybe he should sail and you can fight?
Okay.
What do you guys think?
We have someone that can take the helm, yeah.
If we have the backup,
Only
it's good.
problem... No, go ahead.
If we do have the backup, it's good. We do need steady men at the helm, but you also have like the power to attack.
Yes, ballistas move. You can move them either side of ship to get more shots. They can't go to front. Little one on back. So you have choice. You fire at one side, you fire at the other. I can turn ship or Gordon turn ship toward creature, so it's on one side rather than front if it goes there. But yes, we'll need people to shout out commands as well. So you need people to turn, you turn. Understand?
Is anyone taking charge of the shouting?
Anyone good with analyzing the battlefield?
Well, at this point, I feel there's only one of us capable of commanding and training a crew. And I look at Grint.
Grint looks around. Has he seen any smaller rowboats?
Yeah, there's 4 rowboats attached to this ship.
I won't be aboard the ship.
Where are you going?
I'll be taking one of those. I'm gonna be distracting it.
If you want to go off on your own?
I think it's the idea that makes the most sense.
Would you...
I have ways of getting them to focus on me and not on the rest of you.
And won't you be an easier target out there by yourself?
I'd be the target on the boat anyway.
Grint, I can make you walk on water if you want. Or at least you can choose to walk on water. I can give you that ability. I can
that'd
give a couple of us. The only thing is, we need to spot the serpent well ahead of time. It takes me 10 minutes to cast, and it only lasts an hour.
It's big enough that we'll see from quite a way out.
Right, we just need to
I'll,
make it there in time before it runs out.
I'll be able to give us a 10-minute heads up from the crow's nest.
Right, okay. Then that settles. And I looked over to the anchor and Coilash, and would you guys like to have that ability too? Walk on water?
Sorry, you're confused. Me walk. Water?
Yes.
Well, that
You
would
can.
be real helpful, yes. You see, and he pulls off of his back 2 anchors, and he holds one in each hand. He says, I like to get close.
When Grin tells us he sees the serpent, come and see me.
Aye. Okay.
How many
Okay.
people can you do that for?
10, I believe.
That's good.
It's
I am not sure if... I am much better with the ballista. I can get close, but I do not use weapons.
Coilash, it's not for just fighting, it's for surviving.
If you have one spare.
I look around and I struggle with Gordon for a second, but then I nod towards Aquila. Should I have space for her?
Okay. Yeah, and as you nod towards her, she smiles, and you just see Gordon, like, he walks up to the with his peg leg, he walks up to the helm, and he grabs a hold of it, and he just looks out for a moment, and then the anchor looks up and just nods at him, and then he seems to take the helm for a while. And yeah, you also have around you, you have Samuel and Oscar as well, who are currently trying to do whatever they can to help on this ship, whether that being moving ballistas into positions, keeping watch, hoisting sails, lowering sails, changing the angles. What you do have is you have around about 12 crew on board the deck, and you have about 9 beneath it. And the 9 that are beneath it are all getting nails, hammers, and boards into various different positions. And from you, the general gist that you're understanding is those crew will remain beneath deck unless needed upon it, which you guys will have to order them to come out if you want them to. So if you wish for more crew, you have it, but 5 will always remain below deck, because there needs to be 5 at the different points and 1 to run between them all, basically to patch any holes, because you guys really don't want to sink against the sea serpent. So yeah, so okay, as that happens, another 2 hours push forward. I'm gonna have to take this beard off because that went up my nose and that was not comfortable. Yes, another 2 hours push forward. Anything else anyone wants to do before we move into the final quadrant?
Is Grint up in the crow's nest?
Yeah, I'll say Grint's up there. I'll say Oscar joins you.
Oscar, I don't usually get sentimental. But
Yeah.
if I die today, I'm proud of you.
Master Grint, you're not gonna die. You'll be fine.
I've lived a much longer life than most goblins.
Yeah?
I will finally get to find out what she thinks of my parenting after all these years, though.
What?
You know I have children.
Yeah? Yeah, of course I do.
Their mother, she died. I'll be able to speak to her in the afterlife, I'm sure. See what she thinks of it all.
Grint, you're not gonna die. You'll be fine. Look, we're gonna come back as heroes of Thaldor, heroes of Credonia, and guess what? You know those really, really pretty stained glass windows on the cathedral? You're gonna be on one, and so am I.
Oh, I'm not too sure how I feel about myself being on one, but you definitely deserve to. Oscar, your bravery lies in confidence. And you need that in yourself. My belief lies in preparedness. It's okay if I don't make it through this. I don't need to.
But I need you to, Grint. And so does
No.
your children.
You want me to. But if we are to win today, I have to be prepared to do anything.
Okay. Well, then, if that's the case, I also have to be prepared to do anything.
Remember what I said about stupid.
Yep.
Still
Student
stands.
like master. And he grips onto the sword tight and he just stares out onto the horizon. Yeah.
Stupid child.
He just smiles beside you. And yeah, it begins to sail some more. An hour. Oh, yeah.
Could I do a survival check on the weather?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm gonna guidance as well.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, with a 19, looking up at the clouds.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got a D4. Yep. 19 was enough, but sure.
Okay, well, maybe
you're
there's
all
like...
good. You're all good. Because you can already tell. Looking up at the clouds, you see dark clouds forming all over the entire bay, the mouth, and over Ithaldor. It looks to be that a heavy rain is due. No storm, but rain. No lightning, no thunder. But you get the sense that the winds are with you for now. They are pushing in the direction to the mouth of the bay. But the rain can make things more difficult, can obscure vision, can be a little bit more harder for you to maintain grip aboard the boat. As you start to feel the wood beneath you absorbs the water, it becomes a little bit more slippy. You can see that there could be accidents had if not carefully prepared for. But the crew are vigorously pushing through, making sure that the wind is always behind them, and going out into the bay itself.
Okay, and I will just give a heads up about that to the rest of the crew as well, so that they are aware, if they weren't already.
Yeah. And as they thank you for this information. Yeah, another hour pushes forward. Anyone trying to keep an eye out for a sea serpent, please roll me a perception check. It will be at disadvantage due to the weather.
I will give guidance to Grint as he is up in the crow's nest.
So you're going to climb up there with him and cast it upon him?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. So, Grint, roll me a d4 and add that to your roll, please. And I will roll for Ondros.
It's a 7.
Because Ondros would keep watch as well. He's good like that. Perception. Oh my god, the dude has a +8. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, so as you all begin looking out, Grint, the rain hitting upon you, you're constantly having to wipe your eyes and just make sure that your vision's not being obscured, but in doing so, you're also keeping an eye on the crew below you as well. And you don't, unfortunately, see anything. Arcturus and Kada, the pair of you looking around, trying to spot whatever you can. Again, the rain is just too heavy and completely obscuring you. Maeve, unfortunately the same for you as you are stood up in the crow's nest with Grint and Oscar. You just can't seem to see past a certain field of vision just due to the heavy rain. But it is at this moment that Ondros stood at the front of the ship, staring out into the ocean. There's something over there! A little ways out! And he points towards a southeasternly direction, which is the direction you're heading towards, so dead ahead for you guys. And he points towards a location, and now that you know where to look, you can just see off in the distance some ripples in the waves that don't coincide with the way the water's going. Like there's a disturbance in the water itself.
How far off does that location look?
You believe sailing for another 30-40 minutes? you'd probably get there.
Okay.
Should we send the knights up to have a look ahead?
That could be wise. Just make sure they don't attract the attention of the beast yet.
Anyone else? Erhard?
Grint's not responding about the knights.
Well, I don't know. I would send Olaf out, but he's too slow, I guess. It's not gonna help.
Ada?
I can send Kata with them, yes.
Or just Kada, if Kada is less of a distraction.
Kata's small, so she should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yep. I'll send
Very
Kata
well.
out, but I'll send them like high in the sky.
Okay.
So she gets unnoticed.
Yeah. So Kada flutters off at full speed as fast as her little wings will take her. And she's going a little bit quicker than the boat, but not massively so. It will take Kada about 10 minutes to get there. And if Kada gets there, you will be only 15 to 20 minutes behind. So you can send Kada if you wish. It's entirely up to you. Yeah? Sure. Roll me another perception check, this time a flat roll, as Kada progresses on 10 minutes towards the direction.
This whole time, Grint's going to be keeping an eye on the spot because I want to use Know Your Enemy at the earliest possibility.
Yes. And do you need 1 minute for that?
I need 1 minute of observing.
Yeah, perfect.
You were saying
Okay.
perception?
Yes, flat perception, please.
As myself, right?
Are you looking through Kada's eyes?
No.
Okay, then just Kada's perception, please.
23 or an 11.
Ooh, okay. No, it's flat. It's a flat roll. So that's a 23. There we go. It's time. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah. So as you send Kada off and Kada goes a little bit ahead of everybody else, Kada begins to relay messages back to you. Arcturus?
Yes, Kata?
Something large is here.
Just tell me we know we are going into danger.
I sense something draconic.
Oh, that's
I
yes, that's a
assume
good part.
I assume it's it doesn't appear to have noticed you yet.
Good. I'll relay that information to the rest of the party, that we are still
Yep.
unnoticed. What else could you tell or spot with the serpent?
Yeah, so with that natural 20, you can see that it is currently Kada informs you that it is currently feeding on something beneath the ocean.
Okay.
Whether it's called a large mammal, you're unsure. But Kada, with that natural 20, does spot that there is some blood. Does spot a few parts that probably would have attached to a being or creature of some sort. That are now just floating in the waters by it. And it seems to be thrashing back and forth, almost trying to maybe wear it out, or it's in the process of killing something.
Is it like eating or killing something out of hunger, or is it like killing for sports?
Yeah, you don't. Whatever it's got, it's holding on to, which Kada would assume from her knowledge of things like this, she would assume that it is feeding as opposed to just killing for the sake of killing.
Okay, I'll relay that to the crew as well, to the rest of the party. We're getting close, guys. I think we should get ready.
It's probably a good time to cast the water walking.
Yep. I think you're right, Grins. If I could call forward Ondros, Erhard, and Nectarus, Shion, Grins, Koilash, the Anchor, Oscar, myself, and can we all gather around Stormcrest as I want to include him too?
Okay. And yeah, Stormcrest stands proudly, just with the rain just like hitting it in its face and stuff, but it stands there very valiantly with its chest puffed out as it always does. And yeah, you all gather around and you begin casting Water Walk. What does your spell look like? Describe the spell of Water Walking for me.
So, similarly to the bubbles, other bubbles appear from the ocean. But these slide on to the bottom of your feet and sort of encast over your foot as if they were shoes. If you have more than 2 legs, they'll be on all of your feet, whatever you walk on. But it's barely noticeable, as it's like an extra, like, sort of a see-through sole that is attached to your shoe now.
Yes, and as this happens, these bubbles form over everyone's feet, and like Stormcrest like looks at his paw, and then like you see him like squishing the bubble, but it's not popping, just very confused. Oscar kind of like looks at his feet, and he's like, "Oh, this is really cool. Magic. Wow." And he's
Not
just
that
like,
bad.
he's very shocked. He's like very in awe of all of this. And yeah, it's at this moment where I'm going to drag you over to the boat map. And hopefully you guys can see everything you're supposed to and nothing extra.
A wild Shion appeared.
As Shion also walks on over to receive water walking as well, as she stood beside you. Yeah, and that's perfect. So, as we begin underway, as the rain is trickling down onto the ship itself, all of you can move yourselves wherever you would like to be in regards of this ship as you head towards the Sea Serpent. So, by all means, move your characters. Samuel and Oscar look for some sort of guidance in where to stand. But you see Koilash jumping on one of the ballistas. You see the anchor would actually come down to this point here as the old man Gordon takes the helm. And yeah, where are you guys going to stand? Where are you guys going? I'll put it in there.
I'm gonna give a nod to everyone as I hop onto Stormcrest
Yep.
and fly about 60 feet up into the air.
So you're going on the back of Stormcrest, 60
Yeah.
foot up. Not a
Yeah.
problem.
I will tell Maeve. Just take Olaf with you. He can hold his breath for 30 minutes, but I think I would either want him to be near you or just maybe jump in the water at some point. But I think that might be the most useful.
Okay, and I stick him to my chest.
Yeah, he climbs up onto your shoulder and just like suction cups onto your shoulder. Yeah, as little Olaf attaches himself to you. Anyone else? Where are you going?
I'll position myself a little bit on the back of the helm, just keeping an eye out on the ship.
Yep.
Not taking command of the ship because I'm not a captain at all, but I like to keep everything in sight.
Okay. So yeah, you head towards the back of the ship and just stand there with Gordon observing. We also have Ondros, who will stand on the side of the vessel, peering over with his bow out ready, in case he needs to fire any arrows if it comes too close, but he's just observing and keeping an eye out. Grint, where are you going?
Grint has moved to the very, very front of the ship, ready to basically jump in and attack as early as possible.
Okay, not a problem. Oscar goes to stand with you. I assume you tell him no.
Yeah, I put my
Okay.
hand on his chest. And just
Yeah. He takes a step back then, and he stands towards the front, near the front mast, sword drawn, shield out, just waiting for anything to appear. Samuel, looking around a little bit, not sure what to do, just walks on over to a ballista. He's like, why not? Jumps on a ballista and just like he started getting ready to aim at things. He saw the big cool machine that's gonna fire things. And our ice road trucker, where are you? where are you going?
Have to give away my thing yet?
Have you given away? No. So far
Okay.
you're still on the boat. No fight has kicked off.
Okay, so in that case, think I'm gonna move over to Arcturus, wherever he is. I'm sorry, my roll 20 hasn't really.
That's okay. I think
Yeah, they're over there. I'm next to Arcturus now.
I think we're suffering with a little bit of lag, so I'm gonna turn the rain off. Although it looks cool, maybe that's better for you.
It's, I
Yeah,
think.
no, I think it's
Yeah, well, my PC is like doing its best to keep at it with everything else, so things might be a bit
Okay.
slow on my side.
Because you're lagging for me. I don't know if you're
Oh,
lagging for stream.
I don't hope so.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's a bit off.
yeah. Okay. Hopefully it'll fix itself. I'm sure it will. But
Yes, I'll just position myself next to him and I'll just be like, hey, I don't know, but maybe we can use this. And as I grab like the what's it called? The immovable rod from my bosom. I'm
Yeah.
like, we might be able to use this. I'm not sure who might be best suited to use it, but certainly not me. I cannot fly, and I certainly cannot swim.
that was to Arcturus.
Yeah, Arcturus is kind of busy at this point. Sorry. honey.
Arcturus is laggy. I'll just ask whoever's
Okay.
nearest.
Okay. Yeah. I will say that.
Maybe Grint? Can I have?
Sure.
I'll ask Grint.
Sure.
I don't know whether this is gonna be the best fight for it, but I can take it.
Who knows? Might come in handy. I just give him a wink, and then I'll just go stand on like the other side of where, I mean, Ondros is standing on the starboard side. I'll go stand on the other side.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
looking at.
Not a problem. Okay, Maeve, as you fly up, I'm just going to put you onto the water so I know that you're above rather than on the ship. But yeah, awesome. As all the crew begins getting into preparations, Ahad, do you stand at the next to the middle mast?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay in the center.
Yep.
Just be ready to jump out of the way if needed, or to maybe aid where I might see an opportunity.
Okay, not a problem. And as you all slowly approach, can I have everyone roll me another perception check, please?
Am I able to do my know your enemy yet, or?
We'll see if you manage to spot it. Yes, at this point.
Can I roll a perception on Olaf as well, or is it enough just me?
You can roll perception for Olaf as well if you want.
Where is it again?
25.
Yeah, some of you guys rolled very well.
Oh my god.
I'll also roll for Ondros because he would also be spotting things. Perception there. Whew. Okay. So, Grint, you do manage to spot the creature, and you can observe it for 1 minute before coming towards it. It's about 5 or so minutes out at this point, so you do manage to observe it for a little while. So I will say, know your enemy. What would you like to know? You get to learn 2 things, is that correct?
Yes, I'm gonna go for armor class and strength.
Okay, what is your armor class?
My armor class is 14.
It is higher than 14.
Okay.
And its strength,
My strength is 16.
I will tell you now, it is greatly higher than your strength.
No.
It does sink ships. That's all I'll say. But yeah, you from the ferocious acts of it killing its prey, it does appear to be a hell of a lot stronger. So as this is happening, the rest of you, anyone that rolled above a 20, everyone that rolled above 15 spots the creature. Everyone that rolled a 5 has no idea where it is. And everyone that rolled above 20, including natural 20s and all those good stuffs, you realize that the waters go calm in its vicinity. Which all of you will know from this, that it is gone below the water. Whether your ship arriving in this location has disturbed it, or it's finished feeding on its prey. Your ship is slowly approaching the location it was last seen. Is there anything anyone would like to do before the ship comes into contact with that area?
I think I might just, since I'm oblivious to anything of that, I'm just casually walking over to Shion and just be like, I think one of these might be better kept with you, and I just give her one of the greater healing potions.
Thank you, darling. That's very thoughtful of you. How many have you got? Is it enough for everyone?
I got 2 more.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else should have one.
Keep them. You can always give them out later. Just rush over and give them
I'll
to
try my best.
whoever needs them.
And as the ship slowly encroaches, Andros, Maeve, and Shion, all 3 of you see a shadow beneath the wave swim under the ship.
Fuck. It's coming.
Best response ever. Fuck.
It's the only proper response, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
Andros
I'm above.
pulls an arrow. Yeah, so you're above and you see it go under the ship.
Yeah, so I would shout out, "It's right below you guys!"
I know!
And Andros looks panicked.
You.
Yeah, and Maeve, the side that you're on, you see it come out this side of the ship, and the shadow gets darker and darker and darker.
I will shout out to the side that it's coming up
Yep.
to. What's that called in sea terms?
I'm really bad with nautical terms. It's the right side of the ship, which I believe is starboard.
Starboard, I think.
Yeah.
Starboard.
And yeah, as you shout out, right side, Andros looks over and sees this shadow, and you begin to all see this creature, the head of this creature, and I will just play some different music. I think this is the one I want. As you see this large, red-finned behemoth of a creature break through the waters of the ocean you are upon. You see this gigantic serpentine-like creature with razor-sharp teeth all around its mouth. You see these 2 large yellow amber eyes sat on front of it, and this tongue that slicks back and forward, this forked serpentine tongue. As its body rises higher and higher out of the water, you see more and more red fins protruding from its body across its back as its silvery scaled skin writhes out of the water. And then you see the tail swirl out of the water behind it, wiggling back and forth with these more jagged red fins protruding from it. And as the creature raises into the air, I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Okay, so roll your initiative to roll initiative. Rez, I don't know if I've taught you that. What I need you to do is click on your token.
Oh my god.
And then click initiative on your sheet, please.
Rez, we suck.
Can I use lucky on initiative? Is that allowed?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
Do I need to roll any
This
initiative
shit
for
is
the
getting
griffin?
manipulated.
Do you need to roll what, sorry?
Initiative for the griffin, or does it need an
The
initiative?
griffin will act upon your turn. So if you want it to move, it will move on your turn.
It's okay.
Okay.
This means we roll crazy high on our damage, guys.
Oh.
It's all good.
Mhm.
If we live that
Okay.
long.
Do I need to roll for Keda, or is it also my turn? In my turn.
I think Kada acts independently, doesn't she normally?
She normally does.
Let's chuck Kada on as well. I'll put Kada next to you. There you go. Yes, so I've got to roll for a few people for just a second, so please do bear with me.
Theoretically, Olaf would roll his initiative as well.
Yep, go for it.
Sure. So I click on him.
Click on him
And
and
then
then roll
his
initiative on his
initiative?
sheet. It's the little dice.
Oh my god. Olaf is the fastest of us all.
Olaf gonna do a 1 KO.
It's cool. He can
Ow.
get swallowed in one bite, and we'll all have one turn of free movement.
I will
Yes,
say
stealth underwater.
every NPC has rolled. Guys, what
Also
do you
rolled
laugh
very
has
poorly,
rolled up
so
on
I
a
don't know
10?
what you're saying.
Guys!
It's
Oh,
just
no!
initiative. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
wait, no, we're good, because we still got Samuel. 3. We got Oscar. Come on, big Oscar. Hey! Okay, and then I guess the one you're all
Everyone
really
was in.
waiting on? Because I haven't rolled for the sea serpent, have I? No.
Nat 20.
5.
Okay,
I'm faster than a sea serpent.
you certainly are.
I don't think I'm in the. I don't think I have a thing attached to my because it says
I'll-
you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn.
That's
back,
okay.
so-
I'll do that. You can't use my roll, I'm afraid, Grid. But there we go. You're
That's
on
fine.
the thing. I'll just move you up. What did you roll? 3?
3, yeah.
Okay, you are going to have higher... Wait, what's your dex?
+0.
Okay, you are slower than the crew. Okay, anyone else got a join? Erhard, what is your dex?
My dex. I'm a +1.
What is the...
13.
Okay, you're the same. Would you like to go before or after the rocks?
I'll go after.
Okay. And I think everyone else... Kada and Actoris is both 8, so that's fine. That worked out conveniently. I think everyone else is the same. Yeah, we'll go Samuel first. Not a problem. Okay, so... As the initiative starts, apparently Olaf goes first.
I honestly don't know. I think. I think he will just stay there for now. Just wait.
Eagle didn't roll initiative. I mean, Andros.
Oh,
Wait there. His sheet's bugged for a second. Work, wizardy powers! I'll just try and open it again. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, okay, not too bad. He is definitely faster than Oscar. There you go, cool. Olaf, what are you doing? Sorry.
Olaf would just hold on to Maeve
Yeah.
and wait for something.
Wait for a command from Erhard?
Yeah.
Sure, not a problem. At that, the anchor, with an anchor in each hand, he looks at you all and he's like, "Now!"
Now!
Okay. Yeah. The anchor. Oh boy. Him going first is not good. Okay. He runs towards the edge of the ship, leaps off, and starts sprinting across the water towards the sea serpent, just screaming, "Ah!" Just like this war cry as he just runs towards it. He is going to, because I don't believe he has reach at all. No, he doesn't. So he will use his action to get next to it to dash, because it costs his whole movement to get within 5 feet, but he has to use his action to just run at it. And you just see him leap off the side of the boat, and he goes all out of vision for a second. And then you just hear the screaming, and then as he gets further and further away, you begin to see him as the waves are like rocking back and forth, and he's just running full pelt towards the creature. And he gets within its face, but it is the end of his turn. Andros will... How far away is he? Okay, he will try it. Andros pulls out a dagger, and with the dagger in hand, you see that there is this ichor dripping from it, and he uses his bonus action for steady aim, and he hurls the dagger towards the creature, getting a flat roll, because unfortunately he can't get advantage because it's too far. So he will hurl the dagger of venom. So unfortunately, an 11 misses as you see the dagger go past the creature and into the water. And then he holds out his hand, and as he opens it and closes it, the dagger reappears in the gloved hand that he is holding. As that is now his action and bonus, and he stands there. At the end of that, Oscar runs beside Andros, and he like looks down, and he's hesitant whether to go, so he holds his action for now. The rocks begin flying towards the creature, as all of them fly on over. I believe they have 60 foot of movement. I'll just double check. 90 foot. Okay, then they will move further round. So that one will go there. That one will go more around that side, and this one will go here, as all three of them swoop down towards the sea serpent. Each of them will make a javelin attack as the riders throw javelins down towards them. So that's 1, 2, 3. All three missing their javelins, as it just, a few of them ricochet off the hide and like snap, but they circle around, keeping out of range so that they don't get hit by it, but they're just hucking javelins down towards it. And as that is happening, Ahad, you now see the creature, which you didn't realize was this close, as you gasp for a moment, realizing what's upon you. What do you do?
I will do the only thing I can really think of doing right now, which is to cast slow upon it.
You cast slow upon the creature.
Yeah.
Okay, please throw slow into
I should have enough range with 20. Yeah, 120 range. Yeah.
Okay, you cast slow. Please throw it in the chat box so I can see it.
Spell save DC 15 and wisdom save.
Okay, a wisdom saving throw.
You bastard. No, that's not gonna help.
Okay, and as you cast slow and time begins to slow around the creature, you see it look towards you. as its amber eyes glare in your direction. And it's at this moment that you lock eyes with the creature, and you see this misty glaze over the eyes, but you realize that they are pinpointed towards you. And your spell, unfortunately, fails.
And I
anything else you
still
like to
roll
do?
d20.
You certainly do, in case you blow up.
Not a 1.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn? You've got movement, you've got a bonus action.
Cloak of Mirrors is an action, I believe. Yeah. I will try and run as far away as I can. Hide
is?
behind a crew member. Right there.
Okay, you duck behind a crew member who is clearly like quaking in his boots while like shaking, holding this this crossbow in his hands. At that, Kada and Arcturus, what are you guys doing?
Kada's going first.
Okay.
Let me see. Can I let her fly? I always get. How did I do the control again? Like to measure how far.
If you grab the token with left click and then right click at the same time while still holding left click, you'll see how far you're going.
So
You got it?
Can Kada make it? Like.
You want to go right next to it?
At least in range for attack.
Yeah, Kada can get within. She has 60-foot movement flight, I believe. I will just double check, but let me have a little look. See, yeah, 60-foot flight.
Yeah, so she's gonna be next to the thingy, and she
Okay.
is gonna use her sting attack,
Very well.
which is a
As
12.
she tries to sting, and it hits the scales of this creature, but it cannot get through. It just is prevented from the scales.
Which is pretty sucky. But yeah, there's no movement left, so she'll be there.
Very well.
Obviously, it's my turn, and I will use my old and trusty Eldritch Blast.
Go for it. As you fire Eldritch
This
Blast.
is the first one,
from a
25, hitting
distance.
for 10.
That definitely hits as it ricochets into the creature, and you see it make a dent into the scale.
And the second one's 23,
And
hitting
a
for 9.
second one. Woo! Arcturus with first blood as he fires these two, making these two blue flamed blackened scorch marks across its hide. It looks towards you as well now in this anger. Is that the end of your turn?
The only thing I scream to the crew is hold the ballistas at the ready.
Very well. And as you shout that towards the crew, just before it's your turn, Maeve, the Sea Serpent will use a legendary action as it gets to make a turn outside of its own turns. So it will use a tail attack towards the anchor as this large tail comes swinging around towards him and collides into him. Let's see if that hits. That does hit for 18 bludgeoning. And he has to make a DC 20 strength save or he's knocked prone. So...
When you're knocked prone in the water, are you like dead?
Nope, you're just like floating. Like you're
Okay.
just floating up the water. You can
Okay.
get back up, but yeah, you're just floating. He fails and is considered prone. Put the snail for prone. Yeah, as he falls into the water, gets all wet, and is now just laying there holding his two anchors. That is the end of his legendary action. Maeve, you're up.
Okay, I am going to, because I have the Griffin's movement, right?
Yes, so you have the Griffin's movement. That is
Yeah.
correct.
I don't think I can move him, but we're gonna
You move
fly.
you, and I'll go with you.
Yeah, we're gonna move over about here, and as I fly
Okay.
around, I want to see if I can briefly notice any like corruption, its eyes, its skin. I don't know if I see anything at all.
Sure. Now that the creature's out of there, do you want to make me another perception check?
Sure, I can
As
do
you're
that.
looking for something specific.
I mean, I don't want it to be my turn to just look at it, but just in the brief.
As a free brief look over. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. 11. Fair?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay. And I will cast Fairy Fire on it.
Very well, yeah, as you cast Fairy Fire, and this glistening orange and amber light begins to kind of envelop its space. What save is it?
I need a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, okay. 14?
I'm 14.
It is, your DC's 14?
It is 14.
Then it succeeds, because it needs to beat your, it needs to hit your DC. So yeah, it
Okay.
does successfully save, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So yeah,
And
so
that'll...
the Fairy Fire goes off, but unfortunately, it shakes the magic off, and the magic falls beside it.
Mm-hmm. That is the end of my turn for now. All I can do.
Brilliant. At the end of your turn, and this Fairy Fire raining down upon it, you see a bolt come flying out of the ballista as Coilash has aimed up the ballista and fired, releasing one of the bolts towards it. So I will run over to your boat sheet. We got bolt sheets up in here. So many sheets. So it is a Dex mod. Okay, 3d10. So for Coilash, let's roll hurts. That's a sheet. There it is. Okay, so it is Dex. Ooh. Which is +3, so that's a 10. Unfortunately, the ballista goes wide as it flies off into the distance. And you see her yell at the crewmate beside her, "Reload!" As one of the guys is like grabbing another ballista bolt, getting ready to reload it for her. That's the end of her turn. And now it is the Sea Serpent's turn. The Sea Serpent looking down towards the anchor and looking up towards all of the rocks above it. It aims its mouth into the air as this cone of dragon cold breath funnels up, enveloping all three of the rocks. I'm gonna make its breath weapon towards them. When I can click it. Okay. So, that hits all three of them. They have to make a DC 18 con save. So that's 1, 2, 3. One succeeds, taking half damage. The damage was 49 points of damage. And one rock is completely frozen solid and just falls to the ground frozen. Another rock is completely frozen solid and falls into the water and shatters upon impact. And the final rock takes 24 cold damage and is barely keeping alive, flying in the sky. And you could just see parts of the armor of the guy sat on the rock. It's just frozen solid. And you could just see him holding on to dear life as he like tenses and parts of the ice break, freeing him as he just flies around. As, yeah, unfortunately 2 of the rocks are dead. Oh, and that would include Kada. So Kada is obliterated because Kada cannot survive that at all, I'm afraid. As Kada just, yeah, just into dust. Kada just vanishes. That is its action. At this, the creature moves towards the boat. And as it gets there, it puts its head towards it, and Oscar just slashes towards the creature as he was holding his action. So Oscar takes a swing, a brave little swing. And he'll go one-handed because he has his shield. Oh, that's to DM. I rolled a natural 1, which kind of makes sense, right? As he just kind of like, you could just hear the rattling of his armor as he's like panicking, and then he swings towards it, but unfortunately misses. At that is the end of the sea serpent's turn. Samuel begins turning the ballista round, and with the crew member, they both turn it, and then he grabs onto it, and he fires the ballista towards the creature from where he is. So that'll be a dex roll, which is a 14, as it flies off into the air, also missing. And he shouts at the crew to reload. And the crew begin reloading the ballistas, preparing them for the next shots. And the crew members that are stood upon the deck all pull out their crossbows. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them fire crossbows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only one hits with a nat 20, doing a total of 13 damage. As the bolt hits into it, and all the others just ping off of its scales and just fall into the waters. At that, Grintlewood Pocket Torn. You're up. Muted.
Grint takes Gifter, grips it in both hands as he looks at the sea serpent that's bared upon his location on the ship. My name is Grintlewood Pocket Torn, and today you fall! As I'm going to jump up with the shoes of striding and boots of striding and springing.
Yep.
And for my first attack, I'm going to come down with a goading attack.
Okay, go for it.
On the creature, and I'm going to get myself to here. How do I actually...
as you just see, Grint climbs up onto the railings of the boat, and he like crouches right down and just springboards himself up into the air, and he jumps like nearly 20 foot into the air, and as he flies into the air with the axe, he comes crashing down towards the serpent. Yep, make your attack.
Okay. Just making sure I've got everything.
Are you great weapon mastering?
I'm not great weapon
Okay.
mastering for this attack.
Not a problem. Oh, a 24 certainly hits as you collide with the scales and start scraping the axe down its body until it hits a point where it unbuckles and you start to fall to the ground. Yeah, roll your damage and...
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Brilliant, thank you. It fails!
It's got disadvantage to attack anyone except me for the next turn.
That's correct, yeah.
So this
As you
one...
land on the water, which is kind of a bit... It's a bit weird when you like land on like a wet, liquidy surface for a moment, but you right yourself stood there. Click the gifter in the chat box, and it will roll the damage. Ooh, that's a lot of ones.
No, so one on my superior... Wait, was it a one on my... Oh, I re-roll that because I'm a great weapon.
Are you... Yes. Are you attacking one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
Okay, so it's actually... it's the right-hand dice, the 5 there, with 3, so that's 8 points of damage, but the superiority is 1, so you get 9 points of damage on the first attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the left one's one-handed damage, right one's two-handed damage.
Right, okay, following.
Yeah.
For my second attack...
it would be 10 points, because it's a magical weapon. There you go.
Awesome. For my second attack, I'm going to expend another superiority dice.
Give me 2 seconds to just add this on for you.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can click it. You're going to spend another superiority?
Yep. And this is going to be a precision attack. So I add a superiority dice to my attack roll this time.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Great Weapon Master.
Okay. So tick the Great Weapon Master and roll that for us.
And then I'll have to do the superiority dice separate because I don't have it in there.
That's okay. That's going to hit, I think, right?
I think it's going to hit if we...
that's 18, is that correct?
It's 18 plus 4, so
18 hits.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And then roll damage. Do I click the right one to roll the damage because it's two-handed?
Just click Gifter again, and then it will come up and it will show both. and it'll be the right-handed set of. Yeah, there we go. So you rolled you get 10 extra damage because of Great Weapon Master, and then you also rolled a 9 on a D10, which is fantastic. So that is a total of 22 damage. That's a bit better as you slash into the creature again. Yeah. Anything else?
Have I still got a bonus action?
Yes, you did.
Cool. I'm going to. I'm going to disengage.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So that's just moved back.
5, 10, 50. You've moved 25 foot so far.
Okay.
So you can disengage, and then you've got the rest of your movement, which I believe is just 5 foot. So you can step one step back if you wish.
Okay. I'll move it.
I see you've rotated it by accident.
I have.
Okay, I'll leave it as is. I'll leave it as is.
There we go. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you step away, and it does not take an attack towards you. However, at the end of your turn, it will use a legendary action. And with this legendary action, because you have goaded it to fight you, it's going to make a tail attack. So, it will use one of its legendary actions to make a tail attack against you. It has a reach of 20 foot, so you get slapped. For 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. Okay. You take 14 bludgeoning, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
Which you succeed as the tail smacks you up, and you kind of like lift off in the air, but you manage to right yourself, but you do take 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And to remove hit points, if you click your token, there'll be a little green circle above your character. And if you click in that, just do minus 14 and it'll work it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you just tank this massive hit from the sea serpent. But that is that. Shion, you're up.
I go move sort of next to Ondros, not completely next to him, but I mean, there's a little bit of a safe distance, and I sort of look him in the eye, and yeah, potions be a bonus action, right?
A potion for yourself, correct?
For me, yes. And I just look at Ondros, and I pop the cork off the little antifreeze thingy, and I just chug it.
Okay, so you now have cold resistance. Against any cold damage, you take half.
Yeah, because I saw those rocks and it wasn't pretty. And then I just I'm gonna chuck a firebolt at it.
Go for it.
22
definitely hits as the fire collides with the back of it, and yeah, it seems to do the full damage as it hits into it. Anything else, or is that the end of your turn?
No, that was pretty much it.
Awesome. At the end of that, we're back to the top of the round. Olaf. Anything Olaf's doing?
No.
Okay. At the end of Olaf's turn, the tail rises once more as it slams down into the anchor, who is still prone on the ground. So this will make another tail attack for another legendary action for 29, which is definitely going to hit. Ooh, very low damage that time. But he's already prone, so it doesn't make him prone again. Okay, at the end of that is the anchor's turn, who will then stand up.
Wait, didn't he roll a 13? He's got disadvantage attacking anyone that's not me.
You are correct. Let me give that 9 hit points back.
Just wondering, shouldn't he be 30 feet pushed away from the sea serpent and knocked prone?
Or be pushed 30 feet. Oh, yeah, you know what? You're actually right. So the anchor would have been there. Thank you for telling me that. Grint, you are flung 30 feet away.
I passed my saving
throw.
Oh,
you did? Ignore me.
You passed.
Ignore me. Yeah, the anchor would be there anyway because he would have been knocked towards the ship. So that's fine. But you are correct. Thank you for pulling me up on that. Right, the anchor steps up as he clambers back to his feet, and he's like, "Oh, little man said catchphrase. You're going down like anchor! As he then, like, runs at the sea serpent and tries to wail into him as he recklessly attacks the sea serpent. He makes 1 anchor attack for 20 hitting, for 21 bludgeoning, and then a 15, unfortunately, missing. But it does take 21 points of damage. At the end of the Minotaur's turn... Oh, wait, no, an 18 would have hit because he recklessed. 9 damage. Cool. At the end of the sea serpent's... Minotaur's turn, the sea serpent will use its final legendary action of the turn as it submerges beneath the water. Now it's Andros' turn. Andros, not being able to see where the creature is, just sees it go deep beneath the water, looks around, with the dagger still held out, he readies his action for, if the creature pops up, he'll throw his dagger towards it. But he will take the bonus action of steady aim first. Oscar will ready his action to slash at anything that comes up. The remaining rock will start flying towards the boat. Ahad.
Yeah, I would do something either very stupid or very lovely. So I need to measure, sorry, because I always forget which position to go to. There, I think, I hope. So I walk. What's it again, to measure where I walk? I'm always bad with that. Right-clicking? Something like that?
Yeah, if you grab your token with left click, so you're holding it, and then if you click right click while also holding it, it shows you where you can move to.
That should be fine-ish. Yeah.
Yeah? You trying to get within range of Grint?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would twin spell haste.
Okay.
On Grind and Andros.
Okay, sure, not a problem. Yeah, as you get the properties of haste, Grint.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get those properties.
You can
which
see
means
it in chat, right?
Yeah, you get double movement, +2 to AC, advantage on dex saves, and you get to make 1 additional action, which is a dash, disengage, hide, or use object, or you can make it as 1 weapon attack.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
I will roll d20.
Yes. You're all good. I'm just going to edit your sheet slightly, Grint, because I realized you deleted all your hit points.
Did I?
Rather than just 14. Yeah, it's all good. There you go. Cool.
And
Right.
I would take 1 step back. I think I had one
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, not a problem. As you do so, I need now at the end of your turn, as the second part of Submerge kicks in, as the boat rocks, as something hits into it from beneath. Everyone stood upon the deck needs to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay, I'll let you guys roll first.
Ouch.
11.
An 11, okay. I'll do the crew in a second. I'll just do the important NPCs for now. Okay, anyone that rolled below a 15, Shion, you rolled a 5. So Shion is the only one to get the bad result.
Oh,
Everyone is knocked prone that rolled below a 15. Shion, for anyone that rolls a 5 or below and is near the edge of the ship, falls off. So Shion, you plummet into the water and are knocked prone on the water's surface.
Great. I can
you
walk
can-
on water, right? So
You
it's
can walk
cool.
on water, so you're all
not,
good.
Yeah. Like I'm so scared of sinking.
Yeah.
Like oh my god.
No, you're all good. You're all good. I'm now going to quickly roll for the crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just roll a load of these. How many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god. A few of the crew are in the water. Okay, so he's on the floor. He's on the floor. He's on the floor. He's in the water. He's in the drink as well. He's on the floor. He's on the floor. He's in the drink, the reloader of the crossbow. He's on the floor. And he fell off the back of the boat as well. Okay, so one of the crew managed to stand on his feet. The rest fell over. So now it is Arcturus' turn. Arcturus, you're up.
Are we in the position to help anyone who is in the water? Like, do we have like ladders?
You can throw a rope over or something if you wish. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. I see the importance of the one of the ballistas being reloaded, obviously. So I run over to this side of the ship, and I throw a rope in the middle, so Shion and the other guy.
And you just tie it onto the boat?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, absolutely fine, not a problem. As you huck the rope over, tie it on, just so that there's some secureness of someone climbing back over. Absolutely fine. I will say that's your action, though, to run down there, tie it on, and throw it over.
Yeah.
Just short question.
I think I have like a little bit of movement left, so I'll just position myself back a little bit in the middle of the ship.
Not a problem.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, yeah, what's wrong?
Did you say all of the crew fell in the water except for one?
No. So everyone fell over bar one.
Oh, fell over.
Three of them fell into the water. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, not a problem. At the end of Arcturus' turn, Maeve.
Still no vision of the serpent, I'm guessing.
Not currently.
I'm gonna fly over to the other side, assuming that he might come up over on this side, and hold an action.
Sure. What action are you holding?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, so you start to prepare the spell, and whereabouts? That over there. Brilliant. Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Coilash will just hold the ballista ready and prepare her action to fire it towards the starboard side, because that's where she last saw it. And at that, the sea serpent rises on the port side of the ship. And as it rises out of the water, I need to roll a d6. 4. Okay. And as it rises out of the water, it moves towards the boat itself. As it will... Oh, yeah, Moonbeam then Kriggers. Yeah,
Moonbeam.
That's correct.
I don't know if that goes first or.
Yeah, no, yeah, you go first, because it's a reaction.
Does it also trigger Andros' action?
It will do, yeah. Con save DC 14. 28?
Wow. Yeah.
So, does it take half?
Do you want me to throw
I'll click
it?
this one. This should show
Half as much damage, yeah, so it does
You
take
can't see
half.
this.
It takes half.
Rez, you can't click it.
There you go.
Okay, awesome. I see Rez just like frantically clicking it. No, you're all good, you're all good.
If by chance it is a shapeshifter, though, we need another.
Unfortunately, it's not a shapeshifter, but it takes half damage, which is nice.
Radiant damage,
So
yeah.
it takes 4 points of radiant damage. Okay, and then Andros gets his attack, where he lobs ye olde venom of dagger again. Wait, that's pretty pog.
Andros, you mad lad.
Okay. It does get sneak attack as well, because there are allies within 5 feet of it. Wow, okay, that's big damage. Let me just double check the dagger of venom. I believe it's a con save. So we'll just double check it. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Is that all the numbers? Like, is that all the damage that it's taking? 17 plus 6, 10 plus 18.
The right-hand side damage is the poison damage, but it only takes it if it
Okay.
fails the thing. I just need to... It's not on his sheet, so let me just double check. Magic items. Dagger of Venom. DC 15 con save. Okay.
I will bend luck on... No, DC 15.
Yeah.
And he needs to be lower than 15, right? No, never mind. I will not do that.
You're not doing it? Okay, not a problem. Yeah, so it does succeed, which means it doesn't take or take the damage and because so it doesn't take the poison damage and it is not poisoned. But it does hit and it does do the other damage, which is still a lot because he crit. That's insane. So that's 28 from sneak attack.
35.
And then that's an additional 7. That's big damage. As yeah, because it's a flat roll as well, right? It's 60 foot. Yeah, it's a flat roll. Okay, there you go. Yeah, big damage as the dagger then reappears in Andros's hand afterwards. The sea serpent will now take his turn, which is... Yeah, he would... He would. He begins to... Yeah, he'd do it. Okay, Samuel...
He also takes damage again from Moonbeam on the start of its turn.
But that's when you cast it, right?
When it first enters it, which is when I cast it, and at the start of its turn.
But it's no longer the start of its turn. Because your reaction...
It's now its
After
turn.
the start.
No. It was... Its turn was to re-emerge. And then you hit it for reaction. So at the start of next turn, it will take damage.
Like, you cast it after its start of the turn.
It started its turn by coming out of the water. Then you hit it with Moonbeam. Do you see?
So
it was
its reaction
turn.
is also a turn.
Sorry? This isn't a reaction.
Or it's like...
This is...
No,
he hasn't had his turn yet, because you cast your spell and Andros threw his dagger. That's your reactions on his turn, which triggered when you saw him.
Right.
You got it?
No, because it's still its turn now.
Yeah,
but
but it's
okay.
not, it's
Let's
not
move-
the start of its turn.
It started its turn.
It started
and
its turn
appeared,
underwater.
Then you cast
It
the
appeared,
spell.
then you cast the spell.
Okay.
I'll explain at the break, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will use its bite attack towards Samuel, because Samuel is down. A 30. Samuel's dead. It will then make a tail attack towards the crew member on the ballista next to it. A 30. The crew member is dead. As both of them fall unconscious. Well, die. And then it will move slightly more here. Wait, because Moonbeam's on it.
Did it hit both of those with disadvantage? Yeah.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, so it would have been a
Alright, okay.
22 and a 23. Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it will actually move more this way, which then pulls it out of the Moonbeam. But you can move Moonbeamers on your turn anyway, so it's all good. Okay, Samuel is then dead, so let me remove Samuel. One of the crew members is dead as well. So the rest of the crew will stand up and get to their feet, and they will begin firing towards that while this one climbs back on board. So we have got left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people firing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All missing. Grint, you're up.
Thing's fucking massive and they still miss.
Yeah,
Get extra speed on haste.
you do have extra speed
Extra
on
speed,
haste.
okay.
Double movement.
Okay. Double movement. I'm gonna use my springing to get back on the.
Yep.
I'm doing the wrong thing. Ignore that. Ignore where that goes.
You're on this one here, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. What do I do to do
So
the whole
left-
seeing how far I can move?
Yeah, so left click your token so you're grabbing onto it, and then click right click, and then you'll see where you can move to. You'll get like a little arrow to point it.
Right, so left click. Okay, no, I've got it.
Yeah,
I've got it.
yeah,
I've
you
worked
got
it
it.
out.
Awesome.
Look at my big brain.
So yeah, so you have 60-foot movement.
Cool. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna go into combat with it, especially after it's just killed Samuel.
Yeah.
But this turn we are going to truly go all out.
Yeah, you're right. That was wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of movement for a little. So you literally run at the boat, leap up because you're springing boots. You can just jump back on. You run across the boat, jump off the other side. That's part of your movement.
And I'm doing everything.
Okay, go for it.
So, for my first attack, out of curiosity, it says so because I get an extra attack. Oh wait, no, ignore me. Sorry, my maneuvers are for attacks, not actions, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
One
okay.
extra attack.
Well, no, it's my maneuvers. So basically, I'm going to use a goading attack again. I was wondering whether it affected the action or the attack, but it affects the attack because I get 2 attacks in one
Yes.
action.
Yeah. But you get a third because of haste.
Yes, and I'm gonna get 5 because I'm gonna use
Because of
surge.
action surge. Okay,
Yeah.
so Grint goes X gamer mode.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I'm-
on X Games.
So first attack is going
Go
to
for it.
be a goading attack. So just make sure I've got the right things clicked off. So I'm not going to use Great Weapon Master. And yeah, we go for the first attack, which is... I'm just making sure I'm not using anything else.
That's fine.
I'm not. Cool. Right.
Okay, so you swing the first attack, which is a 9, because you don't have advantage, right?
I'm just...
I don't think you do.
I don't think I
no,
do.
so
I
your
think
first
I'm probably
attack
gonna,
swings
I'm
and it-
probably gonna lucky it then.
Okay, let's go. Second lucky of the fight.
Yeah.
Go for it. So just click the attack again. We take the first roll.
It's more like it.
That's better. A 26 definitely hits, and this one's a goading attack, isn't it?
It's a goading
So
attack.
It is a wisdom save again.
Correct.
Okay, a 20. So unfortunately, it does resist it.
Okay, I still get my superiority dice attack on it.
You still get the damage, yep.
So that's...
So click gifter in the
Gifter,
text box.
And then
Perfect.
also,
So that's 13 plus max damage.
plus 7 plus Fury of the Small.
Which is
Another 7 on top of that.
Oh, wow. So you just did 27 points of damage?
Cool.
Wow.
Second attack.
Okay, second attack. Let's go, Grim.
Second attack. I'm going to use another superiority dice. We're going for
Go
a
for
precision attack this time.
Yep, go for it.
And I'm going to turn on Great Weapon Master.
Great Weapon Master. Yep. Oh, damn. Oh, no.
So it's Gifter, which is 15, but
15,
I add a
roller.
D8,
Yep. A
which is
16
16.
would miss. Would you like to use your last lucky?
Yeah, screw it.
Okay, go for it. Reroll the attack again. But we keep the same D8 roll. That definitely hits. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, roll your damage for me. So 23.
Cool.
Yep. Third attack.
Third attack, I'm precision attacking again.
Go for it.
That's all my superiority dice gone now.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, but I haven't added the...
Yep,
it's
you gotta roll a
precision
D8.
attack, so-
Unfortunately, that
frustrating.
misses.
Okay.
Fourth attack.
Fourth attack, still Great Weapon Mastering.
Unfortunately, that misses. And last attack.
I think that misses as well.
Unfortunately, that misses as well.
Okay.
So as you
that's
start
fine.
swinging towards it, you start hitting more of the scales towards the end, but you get some good cleaves into it as it reels out in pain. Arcturus.
I've got 2 bonus actions because of action surge.
I will quickly double check. I think you only get the 1 bonus action.
I get one bonus action, and then I take an additional action on top of my regular action and a possible bonus action.
It just says here that on your turn you get to take an additional action.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at it in the thing, but that's fine. To be fair, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to disengage this turn. I'm going to use my second wind.
Second wind. Okay, yeah, not a problem to get some health back. Absolutely fine. You staying where you are?
Yeah. So I get 11 hit points back.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, at the end of that turn, you start to reel. This creature's reeling back, and Arcturus, you start to get snippets of Draconic. You don't understand what it is saying because it's garbled, but it seems to be cries of help within Draconic. But that's the end of his turn. That's the end of Grint's turn, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I had one last question. I forgot to ask it. Did Grint see any different did it seem extra damagey when it got hit by a radiant attack?
It did not, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, but at the end of your turn, it will use a legendary action. As it will attempt to bite you. As its mouth comes down and snaps down upon you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
You take 26 piercing damage and 11 cold damage.
Okay.
As it slams into you. And yeah, that's the end of its legendary action. Shion, you're up.
I take it we'll take my full action to sort of clamber back on the ship. So I guess I can move there. I can still use my bonus action, I think.
It's only your movement to get up there. I'll say it's just movement because the rope's there to assist you. It's just movement to get up there. So that would have been 5, 10, 15. So to get to where you are now is 20 foot of movement. You got 10 more feet if you wish to move more.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go stand. Yeah, over here, I think. Just kind of like sort of behind those 2 crew members there. And, well, if I still got my action, I guess I will just mutter some words and use Rolathim's Psychic Lance on it.
Okay. Oh, yikes. Okay, go for it. What do I need to roll? Intelligence save?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. It's not its worst stat, but it's still not great.
20.
It will use a legendary resistance to overcome the failure.
Fuck. Well,
So I believe it takes half?
Let me check that. Yes, I think it does. Oh, that's the wrong.
You've burnt 1 legendary resistance.
Yeah. It still takes half.
Okay. So that is a total of 24 halved is what, 12? Yeah.
And I completely
Okay.
did things the wrong way around, but I will also use my Hexblade's Curse on it now.
Not a problem. As you hex it as this fiery brand comes across its chest, similar to that of your tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you do that, at the end of its turn, it will use a legendary action. As it will use its tail upon Grint. Does a 20 hit Grint?
Yes, a 20 hits Grint.
You take 11 bludgeoning, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
You are knocked prone. as you lay upon the waters, and you take an
Knocked 30
extra
feet.
and knocked 30 feet into the boat, so you don't move because you can't move anywhere. Yeah. So you are knocked into the boat, but you take an extra 11 points of damage. And at this,
So
as
is that 11 on top of the bludgeoning? Because I'm assuming I take something for hitting the boat.
No, you don't take anything because you're right next to it. You just get like knocked into it, so you just kind of like go bang bang. You just smack into it, fall down. Yeah, but you are considered prone for the moment.
It's
But
not
that
looking
is
so hot right now.
yeah. He's taking a bit of a beating. And as he smacks into the boat and hits the waters, I think that's a great time to take a break because we've only got like an hour left of stream. So let's take a quick toilet break. We will be back to continue this fight to see how the party fare. You know, it's starting to look a little rough, but yeah. We'll see whether this picks up in like 5-ish minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll catch you in a minute. Goodbye. Hello, adventurers. I am the wizard that didn't show up to this battle, but I'll tell you the tale of these grand adventurers, known as the Iron... Oh, that's my beard! The Iron Vortex, as we carry on with the Sea Serpent fight. I'm an imposter. I try spy a wizard? No. Okay, so we're going to pick straight back up where we left off, and we are going to head into the next part of this fight. And I think we're going to play this one. Here we go. So as the fight hottens up, and a few people, specifically Grint, begins to get a little bit on the edge of that blade between life and death as it slowly creeps towards him. Olaf, you're up.
Sorry. Okay. Olaf will wait for a command. Of course, I have a plan.
Okay, sure. Not a problem. The anchor will use his movement to get to the rope. As he starts sprinting across the boat, unfortunately not able to get next to the sea serpent, but he's like ready in case it comes near him, and he's got his anchors ready. At that, Ondros will... what would Ondros do in this circumstance? The dagger's not working, so he will steady aim, pull out the bow.
He said something in chat about his longbow.
He got haste, right?
Yes. Yeah. He does have haste, so he will go for the longbow attack this round. So he will go for the longbow attacks here, and because he has haste, he can make 2 attacks. So he'll go bob up, pow pow. So first shot is
How does steady aim work?
Steady aim. He has advantage on the first shot, so he gets 23, so that hits. He also gets sneak attack because Grint is within a certain amount of range, so just 20 damage, and then he will fire his second longbow shot for a 21, but he doesn't get the sneak attack on that one, so he only gets the 4. There we go. That is the end of Ondros' turn. Oscar, seeing Master Grint injured below, will stand up using half his movement and run to the middle of the ship, and then will dash towards the edge of the ship with shield out and sword, but that is the end of his turn, unfortunately. The final rock will fly to this side of the ship and will attempt to dive, going for a beak attack and a talon attack. The beak attack being an 18, which hits for 10, and the talons for 24 for another 10 for 20 points of damage as it dives down, hitting it. Erhard, you're up.
I will shout to Maeve. Drop Olaf in the water. Just let him go towards him. And I'll wait. I will just activate my Cloak of Mirrors.
Okay, you activate Cloak of Mirrors. Not a problem. Arcturus, you're up.
I'm still a little confused about what I heard before, because I'm the only one who can actually understand understand it. But I have this like terrifying look up to Maeve because I know she's good with animals. And I try to shout at the top of my lungs, it's in pain, it needs help. And I hold my action.
You hold your action? Okay.
I do.
Maeve, you're up.
Okay. First of all, hearing Erhard say he wants Olaf Nira, we're gonna go over here and swoop down over here, and we'll dive down and come back up to drop off Olaf into the water.
Yep. So he just drops off here.
Yeah. As well as moving Moonbeam. I don't have it on this thing, but it's moving
fine.
into the center of the serpent.
Yes, you move Moonbeam onto the center of it.
Mm-hmm. And
As it coughs.
And that's my action and my movement. Hearing Arcturus. Can I survival check it as a bonus action? No.
What
Nature
depends what you're
check.
trying to do.
I'm trying to see a center of corruption on it. I know there was mentioned a belly.
Mm-hmm. You want to
See
try
if
and
I
look
can
again?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Roll me another perception check.
Perception. Okay. Ah! 18.
As you look towards the creature, you now see more towards your side than to where Grint is. Just at the bottom of where the waves are, there are these black, like, vines coiled around the serpent itself. And you can see they're only thin, but you can see that something seems to be, like, grasping it.
Okay. I shout that is in very short words. Like, it's being grasped from underneath! The corruption!
Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. At that, Coilash turns the ballista around with the crew member and attempts to fire once more. Doing sod all with the ballista. Good job, Coilash. You've rolled trash. Okay. At the end of her turn, it is the sea serpent's turn. Okay. At this, the sea serpent, looking around at all the things near it. It
Does the sea serpent take Moonbeam?
Ah, moonbeam damage.
Hey.
Thank you. Good job for reminding me. Yes. Roll,
I
moonbeam,
roll it
please.
again.
And is it a con save? Wisdom.
Con, I believe. I will take a look again for you.
If you roll the damage, it should pop up.
Submit.
Yeah, cool. Con save 21. So it takes 5 radiant. At that, what would it do? You've been a thorn in its side.
Do it.
Pretty pissed.
Do it.
Yeah, it would. It slams its jaws down towards Grint once more.
Gets advantage.
A 19?
Hit.
You take 20 piercing and 7 cold damage.
I'm down.
And as you do, it lifts its head up, and you see, hanging from its mouth, Grint's body, unconscious, as his body tumbles out and hits the water. It then looks towards the ship, and then looks towards you, who is 20 foot away. Then it would go for the rock, as a tail whacks out towards the rock. 28 for 10 damage. As the rock and its rider, let's see if they remain airborne, because if they don't, They're as good as dead. Nope. Okay. Oh no, it's a strength save. I rolled the wrong one. Oh, they have pretty good strength. Nope. Okay. As they are yeeted 30 feet into the water as the rock plummets underneath the water and cannot seem to get itself out of it. And there is just this rider just scrambling in the water as well at the moment. At that, Grint is down. Let's put a little thingy next to Grint. It's gonna move here. As it gets towards really up close towards Maeve. And that is the end of its turn. The crew members, in a panic, seeing it doing the things that it just did. I'm gonna put a little thing on you. We'll all fire again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 firing. This guy eventually gets back on the boat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 hitting. Let's go, Mr. Sailor, for 9 damage. Then it is Grint's turn. Grint, can I have a death saving throw, please, from you, sir?
You can.
Let's see if you can do... Oh,
I
no,
do
okay,
not.
that is 1 failure. Okay.
One
At the
step
end of-
closer to the grave.
1 step closer to the grave, and as you lay there and this darkness overtakes you, you hear a feminine voice. Grint? And it's the voice of the mother of your children calling towards you. And you hear it echoing from a light in the distance. And you slowly start gliding towards it. At the end of your turn, Shion!
I'm gonna do something very, very brave, but very, very stupid. I assume it's sort of turned towards Maeve now, with its head?
Its head
Like-
is going between the anchor and Maeve.
Yeah. So, if I were to, get off the ship, maybe?
Sure.
Get there, maybe try and I mean, I would be on the water, right? So I would be
Yeah.
be able to see the corruption from there, right?
Yes, and so being this far down, I will say you can roll a perception check with advantage to have a look at it, and that's completely free for you to do so.
Okay,
Just because it's in your vicinity.
Yeah, I will do that. Oh, nat 1.
Yeah, and for no, I said advantage, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you said advantage. Well,
Yeah,
21.
so 21. Yeah, so you see these black lines running across its body, and what you can see is that there are like vines wrapped around it, and they're like black and thick, and they seem to be really tight on the body of the serpent, but you can only see 1 or 2 that's creeping out of the water.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and be as inconspicuous as possible. I don't really want it to notice me, but I
Yep.
will use as my action. I will absolutely use Spare the Dying on Grin.
Okay, spare the dying, which puts Grin no longer bleeding out, no longer creeping towards death, but
Yeah,
still at 0 hit
sorry,
points.
sorry about your ex-wife, but yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
No, as my bonus action, I will use my maddening hex, causing the psychic disturbance around him, and
How much damage is that?
dealing damage equal to my charisma modifier. My charisma modifier is a whopping 4, so yeah, 4 damage. But I take it as just around his head, so he doesn't really know the direction
Yes.
of which it's coming.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm
absolutely fine.
still inconspicuous.
Not a problem. At the end of your turn, Maeve, the tail rises out of the water, and as it does, it's gonna try slapping you for a tail attack of natural 20, 32 total. Maeve, you take a whopping
Yes.
29 halved, so that is 14. And Stormcrest takes the other 14. as the pair
Okay.
of you are smashed 30 feet away. And I need you to make a strength save to see if
Do
you're
we
knocked.
both do the strength save or just me?
That's a good question. I think you both do it, right? Yep, you go together. So you are knocked. Is that 30 feet? I think it is. Right, so you both take 14 points of damage, and you are both knocked prone in the water. But luckily you have water walk, so you don't submerge beneath it, you just on top of it. So yeah, there you go. That's the end of... Oh, I closed the initiative order. There we go. That was its legendary action after Shion. Olaf.
Yeah. I guess I will communicate with him on his turn, so to speak, to give him orders. So I would like him to go stealthy, first of all, to the underwater camouflage.
Okay.
I guess I roll stealth. Oh my god, how is he so... Anyway. Good, I totally did that really well. And then I would like him to go closer to the serpent and try and inspect where the corruption is rooting.
Sure. Is its camouflage its action?
I think it's just like...
So to stealth, it's an action.
The stealth
he
is
will
the
use his
action, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but he gets closer. Tim, could we zoom in on the map a little bit just so people can see what's going on, if that's cool? Thank you. Yeah. So that's the end of Olaf's turn. The anchor. Little man, go down! Ah! He just kind of wails at it again, recklessly with its anchor. 15 misses, 25 hits for 11 bludgeoning as it just wails into this thing once. At the end of that, Andros, steady aim, will fire the bow, which hits for 23, and then we'll fire again, unfortunately missing, because that's the hasted action. Oscar, in a fit of rage, will scream, "Stupid and brave!" as he then stabs towards the sea serpent. With the one hand, which hits. Let's go, Oscar, for 3 slashing. Good job, my guy. Let's go. At that, the rock cannot get out. It is scuppered. Ahad, before your turn, the tail rises out of the water. As Shion, it goes to attack you this time.
But I tried my best to not be seen.
A 16?
It hits.
Okay. 10 points of bludgeoning, and I need a strength saving throw from the strongest member of the Iron Vortex.
Can I just fail this already? Strength saving
I think
throw?
you need a nat 20.
0!
Nope. As you just get slammed into the ground, as you are now knocked prone, and yet you take 10 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ahad, you're now up.
Yeah, I will try the thing that I thought of earlier. I will cast Shatter on it.
Go for it.
In a radius that doesn't hit any of my friends and allies.
Okay.
Like it's a 10-foot radius, I believe, so it's a 20 diameter.
Where on the body are you trying to hit?
Well, towards where the growth is supposed to be, which...
Well, that would be at the
like,
base, where you know
belly.
Grint and Shion are.
Oh, that's considered its base? Oh,
Yes,
God.
because the top of its head
Yeah.
would be higher up. So if you're going for the base of it, it's not that wide. It's just
Yeah.
long. So that's why it is.
Okay.
So, yeah, the base would be where they are.
Yeah, I don't want to kill them.
You can
Great.
cast it
So-
higher up. If you want to cast it on the growth, you haven't seen it, you just know it's there. Like, you've heard it's towards the base.
It's supposed
So
to
you
be
don't know
there, yeah.
whereabouts it is.
Oh god. Fine. We'll just do a chromatic orb for the
Sure.
sake of it.
Not a problem. Go for it.
Wow, that hits. I guess I will
Yeah.
use my my wild burst since
Go
I
for it.
have a chance for it. How does that work again? I roll a 1d6 for damage.
Yep.
That's 5. No, what? Hit to roll an additional one that you gain. I have not done this in forever.
Gezegd.
Rolls equal to number. Yeah, okay, it's 1 damage, I guess. And then damage type is psychic.
Psychic, yeah, sure. Not a problem, as you do an additional 1 point of damage. Okay, brilliant. Is that the
And
end of your turn?
I will first of all have to roll my d20,
Okay,
a 10.
you're all good.
But unfortunately, my magic search counter hits 0, so we get a 100.
Yes, you're right. Roll a d100. Oh, God.
74.
Oh, God. Oh, this could be really good or really bad. As the magic swirling around Ahad. Wait, why isn't the table coming up? Eh.
Magic swirls all around me, covering me from head to toe.
Magic swirling
Wild
all
magic?
around him. Children playing.
What was the number? 70?
74. 74.
Oh, well, this could be really good or really bad.
Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Okay. here
Right.
goes.
I need you. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's everyone.
I become a hero. Okay. Good.
1, 2, 3,
don't need
4,
another
5,
hero.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I need you to roll me a d20, please.
Okay. 16.
Oh no.
Onion, you're killing me.
You're killing us, Hart.
Yeah, that's.
I have a
And
bad
something
feeling
else
I'm killing
completely.
everything. Yeah.
Ahad! Your magic flares as a globule of poison appears before you and shoots out and hits Koilash.
Sorry, Koilash.
Koilash, roll me a d4, please.
1.
Okay, Koilash is poisoned for 1 hour. All attacks are at disadvantage.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
get it after if you survive this.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yes,
When-
it could have been good if it went on. It was a random target within 60
Yeah.
feet. Everyone is within 60 feet. So-
I mean, when you said everyone, I was like, okay, so it's an area of effect. And
No,
then when
no.
it was a 16, I was like, oh no. But the way you span it
Selection.
round,
Yeah.
Grint's definitely in there.
I mean, if it hit the ship, it wouldn't have been too bad because it's immune to
has to
poison
hit-
anyway.
It has to hit a target, and the ship can't be a target. But
Eh.
it could have hit the sea serpent, which would have been really handy. But
That would have been
it had
helpful.
19 other options. Okay, Ahad, is that the end of your turn?
I guess I will hide in shame. Yes.
Okay. Are you moving?
I guess I will not move next to Koilash because she probably hates me right now. So
Where are you going? Move yourself.
Going
please.
there.
Okay, perfect. Finally, someone's moved away from the sea serpent.
Oh, you.
As a reaction, it will
I hate
slap
you.
towards Erhard.
I hate you.
Oh, this is what I needed. Okay.
I hate you.
You will get hit by a tail attack.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does. But
Oh.
we have a cloak of mirrors up, so
Yep.
mirror image. Let me check again what mirror image.
I believe you need to roll a
I did-
d20.
I
And
did
I think
put
it's,
up
if
there.
it's a 16 or below, I think it hits the
There it is.
creature or something.
Each time a target creature targets you, you roll d20. You have 3 duplicates. You must roll a 6 or higher to change
go.
the attack's target to duplicate.
Go for it. Roll a d20. If you roll below a 6,
17.
you're good. So one of your visions disappear and shatters.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's the end of your turn. Arcturus, you're up.
Looking at what just happened, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be horrendous. This is gonna be either stupid or brave, but we actually fuck it. And I am running towards the end of the ship, and I take a leap off the bow, plunging in the water,
Yeah, you land on the water.
diving underneath the water because I
Oh, you go under.
yeah,
okay,
I go under
yeah.
because I can choose to do it. And I'm looking at the damn it, Jesse, distracting me. And I'm looking at the piece of the corruption, and I'm directly firing my Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, so you've gone beneath the ocean, you're looking towards it. Yeah, and you can now see there is a mass of vines. And there seems to be, like, all of them seem to come together at a point where it seems to be, like, the source upon it. And yeah, you fire your Eldritch Blast towards it. Sure, roll me your attacks.
Fuck, that's an 8. That's misses.
Unfortunately, an 8 misses, yes.
So fingers crossed on the next one, guys. Which is a 14, which also
Unfortunately,
misses.
a 14 also misses. That is correct,
That
as
is
both
true.
of your Eldritch Blasts go wide, but you are beneath the waves. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Can I swim up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I swim up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh. If you went down, you would be at 30-foot max.
Okay. Well then I'm not gonna make it. So.
Yeah.
And I disengage.
You unfortunately can't because you've
Ah.
used your action. You are under the water.
yeah.
You're about 6 foot down. I
6
would
foot
say.
down,
About
okay.
5, 6 foot under
Okay.
the. You're not that far beneath.
Then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, not a problem. Maeve, you and Stormcrest are with on top of the water. You're both prone, so to stand up would be half your movements.
Yeah. Okay. I need to make a Constitution save first of all for concentration,
Yes, for Moonbeam, that is correct.
which is gone.
It is
That's an 8.
unfortunately gone. Yeah,
Which
Moonbeam
is fine.
dissipates.
Grind was not dead, but still down.
Yes, you saw Shion run to him, but then you got flung 30 foot away, and that's the last
Okay.
you saw. Like a table tennis ball across a court.
Yeah. At this, I'm very conflicted. But as I'm prone, I'm not on the Griffin anymore, right? I'm not on Stormcrest.
Yeah, you fell off Stormcrest. Stormcrest, you've both like skidded together across the water.
Uh-huh. Right. And as I lie prone on the water, my chest keeps breathing heavier and heavier, and claws come out, and hairs stand up as I sink beneath the water instead of getting up. And if I'm not wrong, I can use then my action to transform, because that's a bonus action. I will then turn into a giant constrictor snake
Okay.
underneath the water.
Okay.
I don't know how this works with movement, as I just sunk instead of getting up.
Let me have a little look, because if they have a swimming speed, then
They have a swimming speed.
Then
of
yeah,
30.
you have half of that because you. Oh no, you sunk. Yes, you're
I
fine.
sunk.
Yeah, you have full movement.
Yeah.
Full movement.
Right. Being underneath the water, I probably spot Arcturus.
You see a body from this distance with a sea serpent also. But between you and him, you see something blue over there. It could be Arcturus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I have, it's, if I'm correct, I'm 25, 30 feet away in this size.
Yes.
I'm going
just gonna
to
drag it on.
swim my little way over there and try to constrict around the source of the corruption.
Okay. Which one are you going? The giant constrictor, yeah?
Yep.
This big boyo. So you'd be there. So 30 foot to get there. And I'll put you just there so you're not on top of Olaf.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to swim on over to the base of the creature. Absolutely fine. And your attempt is to attack the source.
I don't know if I can, like, it depends if I can see it rooting down into the ocean or if it's just rooted on the body.
Yeah, it's just on the body. It's not rooted towards the ocean floor. It's just on the body. It's like a mass of it is detached from whatever it was and like coiled itself around it.
Yes. And
Okay,
I
so
will...
You want to coil on top of a coil.
Yeah.
Coil that coil. Okay, sure, make your attack.
Amazing 9.
Fortunately, that misses, I'm afraid, as you just can't manage to get your body around it, as it's just like too slippery and moving around. At the end of your turn, Coilash looks rather... I don't know what the word is. Confused. As she just becomes all groggy all of a sudden. She turns the ballista around and will attempt to fire it at disadvantage now. Which is a total of 15, which misses as the bolt goes wide. At the end of that, it is the sea serpent's turn. Let me roll a d6. Okay, you guys are very lucky. That's all I'm going to say. Because that 33% chance has not come in. Okay. Seeing a giant snake, a woman stood atop the water, and a blue man in the water. I'm just going to move Maeve over here. What is it going to do? It will bite. Oh, Shion's prone, right?
Yes. What do you mean by that? I have no idea.
Yeah, Shion bites towards the Shion bites? The sea serpent bites.
I can bite
towards
it
Shion.
for like 0.1 damage.
Sure. 24 on Shion.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
You take 19 piercing and 1 cold because it's resistant. There you go. You are still prone. It's going to tail attack Shion as well. No. It will constrict Shion as it wraps its body around Shion's. 26 to hit. You take 33 bludgeoning damage as it wraps its mass around you and holds you tight, crushing your body. You are considered grappled by the creature. So you have 0 movement. You can't move unless you can teleport away or something. Okay, that is the end of its turn. The crew will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's definitely up by now. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Did they just wake up? Hello?
Did they all hit?
All but 1 hit. Okay. They were like, no, Shion. How dare you? They all hit.
Queen!
That's crazy. What the hell? Okay, so
Pretty
16,
lady.
21, 37, 41, 41 plus 11 is 52 hit points. They just went crazy town. Okay. At the end of their crazy town turn, Grint, you're fine. You are currently, spare the dying.
Just chilling.
You're just
chilling.
floating about, having a great time.
Just vibing.
Shion.
Okay, what can I do?
You have 0 movement. You are constricted by the creature.
There's probably absolutely no way I can get out of that.
You can make a strength check to try and bust out of it.
Yeah, you know that's not gonna work.
Is it a -1 you've got to strength?
-2.
Do you get a choice when you're grappled whether you use Dex or Strength?
Yeah, well, my dex is 1, so it's not that much better.
Normally, yes. Oh, wait, yeah, it is Dex or Strength. You are correct. Yeah. So you could use Dex.
And that will take my
you-
action.
Yes. Yeah, you are also considered restrained as well.
Can I just...
yeah.
I don't know. Try and grab my chakrams and just plunge them in there in sort of a attempt to sort of get me out?
Sure. Just so you're aware, while restrained, you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Probably, but yeah. I guess it's...
Go for it.
Yeah, I guess
Why not?
Why? Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Shion would try, if she's gonna die, go out fighting, It's the Shion way.
Pretty much, yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. So that would be just the normal one, right? Yeah.
Yes. Which would be a
Disadvantage
10. Unfortunately, you miss. You can use your bonus to make a second chakram attack.
No, I'll just use my bonus to sort of... I use my maddening hex to sort of say, get me out of there, you stupid lizard! Ah!
So you do 4 points of damage?
4 points of damage.
Okay. Not a problem. At the end of your turn... The thing is, you're a snake. And you haven't hurt it yet. It would attack Arcturus. As its head plunges beneath the water, and it goes for a bite attack on Arcturus. 27?
Definitely it.
21 piercing, 5 cold. As it snaps onto you under the water as well. Okay. Now it is Olaf's turn. Olaf, you are within 5 feet of the creature.
Yay. Olaf will swim over to the other side, I guess. It has 30 foot movement,
Yep.
right? Should be
Yep.
enough, I think.
You can move. Sure.
Yeah. Just right between Shion and Arcturus.
Yeah, go for it. So you move there. What are you doing?
And then he will just look for the corruption.
Okay,
Well, you
roll
can't
me a
attack,
perception.
like,
Well, at this
right?
point, with Maeve trying to wrap her body around it, Arcturus firing at it, you can see it now. Now that you're in the water and people are fighting it visibly, Olaf can see it.
Good. I will let Olaf tell me where it is.
Okay, not a problem. Sure. Is that the end of your turn? Olaf's turn.
It will be the end, yes.
The anchor will keep attacking. Bop bop. Both hitting because reckless. Holy cow. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, after the anchor's attacks, you start to see lots of blood seeping from the creature. It's looking pretty messed up. At the end of the anchor's turn, the creature yeah, it would. Will use Submerge, and will submerge beneath the water unfortunately taking Shion with it
Trying
because it
to
is
drag me.
grappled.
Yeah.
So Shion, you are dragged beneath the waves.
Oh, wait, I
Everyone
can
on
breathe.
board. Yeah, you're fine. Everyone on board the ship must make a dexterity saving throw to be knocked down on the floor.
Oh my god, I will
Dexterity.
fucking use a... Oh no, magical thingy, right? Is that an ability check?
It's a saving throw, which is an
Not
ability.
an ability?
Sure.
Is it? Is it?
Sure.
Okay, so I can spend 1 sorcery point and
Reroll.
re-roll it. Yes.
Go for it.
What the fuck did I just do? Excuse me? Okay, I will just click it again.
Yeah, go for it.
What was that dexterity, right? 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You're all good. You managed to stay standing. Koilash does it at disadvantage because she's poisoned. So she falls over, which she didn't want. And the crew, I will roll for the crew real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Uh-oh, that's not good. That guy falls off the ship. That guy falls down. That guy stands up strong. This guy's fine. Gordon falls prone, and this guy falls back off the ship again, even though he's only just got back on. Okay, that's annoying. Cool. Ondros is up next. He will bonus action steady aim, ready his shot once more for when the creature appears. Oscar will jump, because he got the water walking, right?
Yes, Oscar did.
Oscar will leap down, grab Grint's body, and start making his way to the ropes and the rungs on the side to try and get him back on the boat. But that will be his whole action and movement just to get Grint on the actual boat. So Grint is on the boat, no longer in the water. The rock is no more. Ahad.
Well, fortunately, seeing that, I will more or less waste my turn. Well, not waste, I will save Grint. Sorry. I will use 1 greater healing potion and shove it down his throat.
Okay, that is 4d4 plus 4, please.
4d4. Oh my lord!
Woo!
Plus 4, right?
Plus 4, so
that's
18 hit points
18.
back to Grint. Grint, you're
Welcome
back up
back,
with
little
18
man.
hit points.
Welcome
as you,
back.
you're
Hello.
taking this gasp of air as you, come back to
And
life.
my haste should still be active, right?
That is
because the
correct, because you are
concentration still.
concentrating on it, yes. Okay.
How
Is that
long
the end of your
does
turn?
that
It's
last?
10
Yeah,
rounds.
that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. Arcturus, you see beneath the waves the sea serpent heading to the other side of the boat. It is roughly about 50 feet from you.
And I can swim 30, right?
Yeah.
Can I swim 30 underneath the boat? Or is it like
Yeah, for
to...
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna follow it underneath the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like... around here, I believe? But
Yeah,
then,
sure. And
underneath-
you're under the boat.
Yeah, under the boat,
not a
yeah.
problem. Yeah, so you're following, and it's over here somewhere.
Yeah, and I am...
I'll reveal it in a second, but yeah.
I wonder why. And I'm readying my action at the same spot where the corruption was.
Okay.
When I see it.
Not a problem. Well, you can fire now while it's swimming.
Okay, I can. It's in my.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will
Yeah,
definitely
you
fire.
you and Maeve are the only two that can actually see. Well, and Shion, because Shion's attached to it. But yeah,
First one is a 12, so that will definitely
12
miss.
misses, I'm afraid. Yep.
The second one is 25,
25
hitting
hits.
for 4.
Yes, and as you hit it, you see that all the vines like squirm. But yeah,
And I'm
4
now
hit points.
helplessly in the water, so yeah.
yep, not a problem. Snake Maeve.
Is it It's under the boat right now, correct?
It's currently on this side of the boat. It's over here somewhere. It's about, I think, 50 feet from you as well, to be fair. 60 feet from you.
There's not a whole lot I can do at that distance as a snake, but I can use my movement to dash.
Yeah, you can. So you can move double movement.
I will, and I will swiftly swim over.
So is that 60 foot?
That is 60 foot.
For now, don't move, but when I reveal it, I'll put you right next to it.
Yeah, because I would have followed it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, Coilash gets up and begins aiming the ballista again, feeling very groggy. She'll hold her turn as the sea serpent rises. And he rises here. What a surprise, guys! And Maeve, I'll put you there. And yeah, Arcturus, you can see it there. Oh, and Shion, you are here. There you go. As you get dragged along with it. The sea serpent will take a hit from Ondros. Unfortunately missing. And
Wouldn't he have
Coilash.
steady aimed as well? Oh, it's a 16 though. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
It's all good. Coilash would have hit if she wasn't poisoned, but she fires and misses. So that's that. And then it is the sea serpent. So you guys are very lucky. Oh, okay. So at this, the sea serpent is pissed off with Ondros right now. Because Ondros has been hitting it hard. The sea serpent will release its grapple, but in the same turn, fling Shion with its tail. 23.
Hits.
12 bludgeoning, and I assume
Is
you're
that
down?
an attack on Shion?
It is.
Then I'm using a reaction.
Yep.
I am
What are you
using
using?
temporal misdirection.
Okay, and who is your target for the tail swing?
Target for the tail swing. It's Olaf.
And for oh, he is within 30 feet of you, isn't he?
He is.
Oh, that's clutch. Okay. Yeah. As the tail goes to hit Shion, and Shion, for a moment, you like see this realization, and then this blue shimmering portal appears before you. The tail hits the portal, and then all of a sudden, a portal appears in front of Olaf's face, and the tail comes through it and slaps into Olaf, completely obliterating him as he just disappears. That was very well played. And then we'll use its jaws upon Ondros, which will go
So
for a
I'm
bite
just
attack.
on the sea floor right now, like.
Yeah, you're not grappled. You're floating. Yeah. At this moment, 24 definitely hits for 21 piercing and
Would you do an
1
uncanny dodge?
cold. Yeah, you're right. He would. So he reduces the damage by 11. Yeah, by 11. Cool. He would. Good job. Okay, that is the end of the Sea Serpent's turn. The crew will fire their things again. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Will crew attempt to reboard the ship?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
The ones
Sorry,
that can't
that's important.
fire, they would get up there and get back up there. That's 2 hitting. A whopping 5 damage. It all helps. Grint, you feel life back in your lungs. Air rejuvenates through you. Your blood begins to pump, and you find yourself on the deck of the boat with people screaming and panicking still.
Start getting the ship moving. Get everyone on board. And Grint rolls over the side.
Back off.
Yep.
Okay, as you dip into the water again.
From this viewpoint, like Grint's looking for the corruption, but he doesn't know because he's been unconscious. He doesn't know that there is like a centralized point of it. What can I see from here?
From here, you can see Arcturus firing blasts, Maeve like trying to wrap her body around this writhing mass of like vines and stuff underneath it.
You said it all comes to one center point. Can Grint see that?
Yeah, I'd say Maeve's obscuring it a little bit because she's trying to wrap her body around it. But yeah, you can see like the bulk of it.
How thick is it? The center bit?
It's probably like a radius of like from one side to the other, maybe about 8 foot across.
That works. Grint's gonna sail over to it.
You gotta swim? Okay, so you've got 25. Oh no, you're hasted. You've got 55 movement. Yeah, I'm just gonna put you right there. You swim right up to it.
Cool. I'm gonna tell you what I want to do, and you can tell me the possibility of doing this.
Go for it.
So as I've said, I've told them to start moving the ship.
Yep.
I wanna thrust the immovable rod in there.
Do you want to like punch into it and then click?
The idea is, yes, thrust the immovable rod so when the sea serpent chases, it rips off. Like the corruption rips off the sea serpent.
Okay. I'm gonna need a strength check. I'll let you use athletics.
Okay.
And I'll say it counts as one of your attacks.
That's fine. That's a 17.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sure. You shove your fist, you just punch into it, and you shove your fist in, and you start to feel some smaller vines wrap around your wrist. They don't get full wrapped round like to lock it, but this thing's like alive. And as you shove your fist in, you click?
Yep.
Yeah, you click. And then what?
And then I pull my hand back out.
Okay, I need a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
DC's not high because it hasn't had enough time to wrap round you.
20.
Perfect. You rip out, pulling a few of the smaller strands away from you, and then the ship slowly begins moving. Is that the end of your turn?
You have another action too, right?
I've got another...
You could use a dash action to swim away if you want.
Nah, fuck it. Grint's going to attack above the above where the rod is.
Okay, sure, go for it.
On the
Make an
vines.
attack.
Diddly dum.
Uh, 19 hits.
19 hits.
Yep.
And 11 slashing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
it's
you
two,
slash.
plus the 6 because it's
And was
two.
that, sorry, was that attacking the sea serpent or the mass itself?
The mass itself above the rod, basically.
That changes things. You cut into the mass itself, and you now start to see that they erratically release. Parts of the vines release, and they start looking to go for you, as if it's defending itself.
Okay.
But that is the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, it will use a legendary action. Who does it go for?
Do I have a
There's
bonus action by any chance?
Yeah.
Can
wanna take a
take
potion?
can I take a greater
Sure.
potion, please?
Sure. Yeah, 4d4 plus 4.
Go on there. 4.
Plus 4.
Oh, nice.
18
another-
again.
Same
Wow.
again.
Good job, guys. The tail attack lashes towards Arcturus. As it makes its final ditch to try and hurt someone. 24.
That definitely is.
You take 9 bludgeoning, and you are knocked 30 feet away, which will be all the way over here, as you get yeeted through the water. Then it's Shion's turn.
Didn't I make like a DC?
Oh,
Strength
sorry.
save?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My bad. I keep forgetting about that. Go for it. Yeah, make your save.
not that good, so 20.
He gets it!
You
Let's-
stay where you are.
let's go.
Arcturus the Strong. You will be known as forever. Okay. Wow, that's really good. Shion, it's your turn.
Yeah, well, first I'm gonna use that healing potion.
Go for it.
44 plus 4, right? Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
okay.
So that is 14.
14.
Yeah.
21. Okay, so where am I?
You are within
Am I,
its
like-
mass.
With
Within
What?
its mass. So you're like swimming and it's like circling around, like it's all like wrapped up in itself, and just all around you is sea serpent. Apart from directly above, which is like the surface, but you can see part of it sticking out.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and swim away, or
Go
at
for it.
least not with them. I don't want him to have any like what's that? Opportunity attacks on me, but
Well,
like
how far do you swim away?
well, I don't know, maybe somewhere here. Yes, this is the, I don't know. Is this still part of him?
You swim to the outskirts of the creature itself?
Yeah, like yeah, not so he can't attack me, but I mean, I must see what Grint's doing right now, right?
Yeah, you can see him like slashing at this, and all like the tentacles are like wiggling towards Grint at this point, because Grint seems to have done a considerable amount of damage toward it.
After
Okay.
he gave the thing a good old.
Yeah, so I mean, I probably see the whole wiggling mass of tentacles and vines and whatever. So I don't know, probably pop my head above the water, see what he's doing, and then trying to blast a firebolt at it.
At the mass,
At
or
the mass, at the
yeah,
mass,
sure.
yeah.
Go for it. As you do fire the firebolt underwater, because it is underwater, the mass, it is half
That's-
damage.
Yeah, that's not very clever, but yeah, well, let's
Go for
let's
it.
try anyway.
Ooh!
It's not too bad.
Really good. Yeah, as you hit it with fire, it ignites. But then it's quickly put out because it is underwater. But you get the feeling it should have done half damage, but it did the full 17 points because it is not good against fire. And at this point, is that the end of your turn? As it starts to burn and cackle and like bits of it are burning off and breaking off?
I still have my bonus. No, I used my potion, so yeah, then
did.
it's the end of my turn.
And at that, it will use a legendary action to submerge. As it goes beneath the water, 90 foot below.
Can I ask, should I have had a reaction?
You can have a reaction to attack it as it swims away. Grint, you can have a
Yeah,
reaction to
I'll
attack it.
attack it.
And
I should've-
Shion, you can have an attack.
I should have had a reaction last time too, but it's too
Make
late.
two
for that?
attacks. Make two attacks.
Two?
Yeah. Because you're underwater, so yeah, you'd get the attack.
Can I,
Yes.
with a reaction, can I react to grapple?
I'll let you know now. Grappling a creature of this sort of size would make it that you don't stop it. You would go with it.
That's
Just so
the
you're
idea.
aware.
That's
Okay?
100% my plan.
Sure. You can grab on. Make a athletics check.
Wait, 90 feet, you said, right?
90 foot, but you're in range to slash it or attack it with a
Oh,
pin,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's up to you.
16.
Okay. Yeah, as you slash towards chakrams and the chakrams go wide, the bite comes in, unfortunately going wide. As it starts to go down and its tail whipping back and forth, you see Grint grab a fin and go hurtling down after it. And as
So what happens? What happens to immovable rod?
let me finish. So
Okay,
as
sure.
it starts going down, the immovable rod stays in place, and a huge chunk of this corruption tears from the skin. And as it tears, you see all these tiny, thin, like cells attached to the sea serpent begin snapping and breaking off of it as this mass of vine and roots remains floating for a second as Grint goes flying down with the sea serpent. And as he starts descending further and further and further, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. As Grint, the guy that has spent everything, has now gone with the sea serpent to God knows where. As all of you just see it swimming away. And yeah, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. That was a lot. You guys, yeah.
Lived for now.
You guys did a lot of damage. I will say you did over 400 hit points. And the creature is barely alive. But it chooses to escape. For now. However, Grid's still on top of it. So, we will find out next week as the party... I can't believe how lucky you guys got. Oh, okay, you guys, I'm so annoyed.
It
That breath weapon recharges on a 5 or a 6 of a d6 at the start of every turn. I rolled, it's a 33% chance to recharge, and it didn't recharge once. 33% every turn, and it didn't recharge once. That's crazy! Okay, but anyway, that was awesome! That was so cool, but the cliffhanger is Grint is hurtling towards the ocean floor on the back of a sea serpent with like 20-something hit points. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, while the rest of you see him plummet. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go around the room real quick and tell the good people, where they can find you when you're not here. Tim, take it away. Or should I say Shion, take it away.
Yeah, this was kind of confusing. Shion playing Arcturus. Nobody
Tim
brought
dressed
me...
up as Shion.
Yeah, nobody brought me
Arcturus.
mango salads. I'm so mad that I'm gonna trash stuff. But when I'm not here, you can find me at the Team Logic channel where we play variety games and all such things. We are on a streaming hiatus for a tiny bit. If you want to know why, check out Discord and you'll find the reason soon enough. And we'll be back with streaming, I think, soonish. So yeah, take care. See you next week.
Awesome. And below, we have the Eagle Outlaw.
Hi everyone. My name my name's the Eagle Outlaw. I wasn't prepared for this part of it, but you can find me over on the Eagle Outlaw Twitch channel, and I've been playing my full series flying monologue, and it's going really well. And just come and check me out. Just do it, and make sure that you social the follows.
Thank you, the Eagle Zero Outlaw. And below Eagle we have Smitty. Smitty, take it away.
Hello. You can find me over on Smitty Jane on Twitch. Currently playing through Subnautica, which is, I don't know if it fits in with this, but I think it does. The game has me scared shitless. So yeah, anyway, you can find me there. I'm doing it tomorrow at 4 p.m. CET. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And to the other side of the screen, our guest, Resray.
It is indeed me, Resray, the dramatic reveal. Hi everyone, you can find me. Oh man, I'm so glad to have that off my face. You can find me over on the on the Resray Twitch channel. Tomorrow I'm playing Beacon Pines. I'm doing Breath of the Wild at the moment, and also I've been playing The Sims. And soon Pokemon will be out, so you'll see me doing Pokemon content.
Woo! Awesome. And above Rez, we have Zeb. Zeb, take it away.
Yeah, I'm Agent Zeb, even though you can't recognize me. I'm actually planning to have a stream this weekend on Sunday to Monday, since it's Halloween and all that. And yeah, we'll ride a train to hell on a game that I can't remember the name of, but it's a train that rides to hell.
Woo!
Anyways, and Monster Train, that's what it's called. See, hell froze over, and we are trying to reignite it. And yeah, We might just do this cosplay again if my wife really wants to spend another 2 hours painting it. But yes.
Oh damn.
Well, not 2, but like 1.5 with a whining baby on her back.
You're gonna have to spend like half an hour scrubbing your face to get that off because
I'm
when
counting
I
on
used
it. Yeah.
when I used black paint, I didn't use nowhere near as much as that, and it took a while.
Honestly, this is not actually as much. It's just we started with a paint that's more like children,
Yeah.
cosmetics, whatever, makeup paint, and it wasn't layering really, not really well.
Look, it's great.
And then she used a different one that we bought for like a skeleton makeup Halloween whatever, and that one is kind of oily, so it really layered well. But that oil is gonna come
Yeah.
badly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan on spending an hour in the shower, but yes.
Yeah, you're gonna need to. You're definitely gonna need to. And above Zeb, we have the Ice Road Trucker.
Yes, I'm an
yeah.
Ice Road Trucker because I have to keep the meme alive. Someone will be Ice Road Trucker next year, so stay tuned for that. We don't know who it is yet. It's going to be a big mystery. So make sure you keep following Natural Havoc for at least another year. As for myself, I am part of the Team Logic NL channel currently on hiatus. We'll try and stream again soon. I promise. I promise. Soon.
Awesome. And just for context, last year when we had Guildmaster Creed with us, he forgot to dress up for Halloween, and he was just wearing like a trucker's cap, so we just said he was the Ice Road Trucker that year, and now the meme stays alive for those that weren't here last year.
I have to say, sorry for intruding, but there is actually also a channel called Ice Road
Yeah,
Trucker.
I just saw that Eagle shouted out Ice Road Trucker on Twitch, so go follow them as well.
Tell them
But
Natural
yeah.
Havoc sent you.
Yeah, tell them Natural Havoc sent you. Brilliant. And I'm the Onion Soup. I know you couldn't tell it was me, but whoa, oh, oh, that feels so much better. Oh, hello guys, it's me, Onion. Find me on the Onion Soup doing oniony and soupy things. It's so hot. Oniony and soupy things over on the Onion Soup. I took last week off because my internet was playing uploads, but it worked tonight. This was kind of a trial to see if it would, so I'm glad it did. Cool, yeah. I'll see you over there for some Pokemons and the finale of the Wind Waker. So yeah, awesome. Do we have a raid?
Yes, we are gonna raid our lovely friends over at Penny Dragon Games.
Awesome. Penny Dragon Games. Well, we are going to go raid on over there. Guys, if you enjoyed it, please do drop us a follow if you're new to the channel. And yeah, go subscribe to us on YouTube as well, because we'd love to have more subscribers over there. And you guys can watch VODs and stuff. But much love. Take care. I don't know. Is there any news? We're streaming next week, right? Yeah, we are. Cool. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Goodbye. Bye.